Well, it's open mics with Marcus and Justin. Keep on thrusting until you're busting. They're two best friends who go to open mics. They both have some pretty terrible nights, but they also have a lot of fun, even though one of them is better than one. You all know which one I'm talking about, but neither of them do, so shut your fucking mouth.
Those women that say they did it naturally, I'm like, are you crazy? They give you the drug. They ask if you want the drug. You're going to say no?
Women are crazy.
I'm going to take the drugs.
Maybe we should have a woman president, because then if she gets captured and then tortured, that she wouldn't give up the secrets, because she's like, I can handle this. I'm not going to give up these nuclear codes. I pushed out a baby. This ain't shit. Chinese water torture? Fuck that.
So that's what you think. You think a woman, because since she can do birth, she can handle getting tortured.
Yes. Wow. I think that's important. I don't think Hillary sold that enough last time around.
I don't think Hillary would have made it through. She can't make it through torture. Have you seen her? Have you seen her?
Torture looking at her.
Yeah, thank you. That's why I didn't vote. I was like, I can't look at this woman for 4 years, dude.
That's why you didn't vote, or you didn't know where to vote?
I did vote. Actually, I think I did vote for my sister-in-law. I got influenced. I was like,
you
who do I get to vote for?
You voted for Hillary.
I didn't want to.
But you did.
But also, I want to vote third party. But if you
got
vote
talked into it.
If you vote third party,
yeah,
that's probably not going to matter. So you get
no,
two.
It will matter.
You get two choices basically, and I didn't know. And now I'm looking again. The choices suck again.
I'm voting for Kanye most likely.
I want to vote for Kanye, but then I heard you can't vote for Kanye. Can you? You can vote. Okay, because
I
want
to write his name in. You know how to write Kanye's name?
No.
Kanye West.
Thanks for explaining. I know how to spell his name.
I don't know if you know how to spell Kanye's name. It's a weird name. Kanye.
That's actually pretty. He's the only Kanye I think I know.
I know a Kanye.
Who?
I don't know a Kanye.
I know you did. No one knows a fucking Kanye. Kanye doesn't even know himself. But I'm voting for him.
Kanye knows himself. Kanye loves himself.
Kanye
knows multiple versions of himself.
Have you ever wanted to maybe talk in third person? Have you ever tried that?
I have tried it. It was weird.
Yeah, I could see you being a third person.
Yep.
Like, Marcus is upset.
Marcus is doing a podcast with Marcus's friend.
Oh, I'm glad you put friend at the end of that, because I didn't think we were.
What did you think I was going to say? Something mean?
No, I just thought you might be like co-host that I don't really talk to and just shit like that.
Do I not respond to your messages fast enough? Do you feel neglected?
I'm just saying, no, I don't feel neglected. I just feel like when we used to we started this a while ago.
Yeah.
We also were like friends before this, and then we started working together, and then it really,
What did I do? How did I ruin everything?
You didn't ruin everything. I'm just saying you like to pick weed over anything. You pick marijuana over most things. Like, actually everything.
Yeah. Okay, but...
Which hinders a lot of shit.
Like what?
Like getting podcasts going.
Dude, wow.
Ideas and emotions are running rapid or not enough because you're just so fucking high. You pick weed, dude.
I literally put down the bowl and was like, let's go podcast. Let's go do the podcast.
After you smoked it, you're like, now the weed's gone, let's podcast. All right, I got a question.
Okay.
Question.
Sure. Hit me with it.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Got it.
Okay. Marijuana.
Okay.
Alcohol.
Okay.
What's the other one? Oh! Fast food.
Well, I clearly already killed alcohol out of my life.
Okay.
I would fuck fast food and marry marijuana.
I guess I should have used a better example.
That's an easy one. You marry marijuana, and you fuck fast food.
Your puns
and you kill
are so
alcohol.
All right.
That's not even a pun. That just is how it's said. It's marijuana and it's marry. So yeah, that already goes together.
It's a pun.
And why would you not want to marry the thing that has a high earning potential, like marijuana? Okay, if you work in the marijuana industry, you're making money. If you work fast food, fuck you. Alcohol, already a negative in my life, so I'm going to kill it.
You also work fast food, too.
I used to work fast food. I've worked a lot of jobs, man. I'm like Mike Rowe.
Which I think you need to get another job because you're reusing takeout core. This thing has a stain on it, and it's like, that's mold. That's not even coffee. Mold. That's fucking mold, dude.
It's coffee.
Is this a nice cup? Is it cardboard? Mm-hmm. What is it? Let me. Okay. I like those cups. I do. But there's also like after when I turned it as an adult, I was like, I could just get another cup.
We were driving back from Tiffin, Ohio on Friday, and I was just like, I was too tired. I knew I only had an hour left to drive, but I was like, I need some stimulant to make this. I'm not going to be able to do it. So I bought a big Pilot large, driving back with the Pilot. I felt like a imposter Paul Pipitone because I had this big coffee in this cardboard thing. But
you can think that. I mean, it's kind of discrediting to Paul because Paul, started that trend.
I know.
He's the originator.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't compare yourself to him because you're not as cool as Paul.
I was holding it and I was like, this is what Paul must feel like, but I'm looking at it and it says Pilot on it.
But you could also be like, wow, this is what every other adult feels like at 2 a.m. while driving home from Ohio.
There weren't a lot of adults out there.
There's not a lot of people in Ohio.
There's a lot of people in Ohio.
Is there?
Yeah. Yeah, lots of people.
It's so fucking boring though. How do you live there?
I don't know, man.
You just drive through and it's like there's a cornfield and you're like, oh, here comes another cornfield.
It's not as bad as Iowa or Nebraska, but it was cool, dude. Did a show in a basement. It was sweet. We could do a show down here, dude. We could totally do a show down here.
No, you would be worried about the noise for your neighbors. You would tell your
Yeah, you're right. It would get it would get loud.
Even though it would be a cool show to have down here.
It would get loud. It would get too loud. It was in a house, so it wasn't attached to anything. This is in a condo.
Yeah.
It was in a house basement.
We can invite your neighbors.
No.
No. Your 70-year-old neighbors.
No.
He said the F word how many times?
No.
We're getting out of here, Jim. We're going home.
Not doing it. I don't even know his name.
And then you hear them, and then they walk next door, and they slam the door shut, and we can hear them through the walls.
They're heckling through the wall.
Did you fucking hear that shit?
Heckling through the wall would be rough.
I've never been heckled through a wall. Actually, I have. New Way Bar.
You've been heckled through a fence.
Do you remember that?
I do remember.
That's
why I brought it up.
That was epic.
You handled them. You did a good job.
Thank you.
It was an LA homeless heckler, dude.
Out of nowhere, like we were 5 deep. He was not there yet, and all of a sudden I get on stage.
I think you invite. I don't know why, but something in the universe about you invites people to talk shit to you.
I don't know
if you're on stage, if you're
stage,
at work,
in
if
my
you're
car,
not at work, anywhere, dude. People are like, "Fuck that guy."
I know.
I don't know why people see you and you're like, "Fuck that guy."
Fuck that guy.
You know why? You look like the cool kid's friend from every 2004 movie. Like you look like the guy who's like, I'm Chad, and you're like, and I'm Justin, and you're like, everyone's like,
thank
fuck
God,
it.
I hate Chad though. I'm not a big
You're
fan.
Justin. You're Chad's best friend.
Funny thing is, really, like, I only know a few Chads, and the one Chad I did know was my ex's ex, and we fought a few times. Actually,
your ex's ex?
I actually have his tooth mark into my knuckle right there.
Wow.
That's his tooth mark from knocking his bitch ass out.
You are country, dude. That's some Roadhouse shit.
I'm not as Roadhouse as you think, or I might.
I don't think you're very Roadhouse until you said that. But now I'm like, maybe you're kind of Roadhouse. But then you try and walk it back by like, I'm not really that Roadhouse. I'm like, did you even fight this guy?
He always wanted to start some shit, and I was being nice.
Yeah. You always start shit at open mics, too. You're always the guy who's like, if there's one guy I'm scared about getting in a fight, it's like Rozzy and then you. Like, you're always, like, the second or third person where I'm like, if shit goes down tonight, it might be you.
Oh,
you're
think
top
I'm gonna
5
get...
every time.
Yeah.
Like, when I look at who's at the open mic, who's going to start shit and maybe get in a fight, you're always on my list. Sometimes you're number 1. Normally, you're like a number 3. You're like a 3 seed, Like, you don't get the bye. You're like, you want your division. But, okay, too many sports references. My point is, you're in there.
I get it. I am kind of a wild card. I'm not going to, I don't want to put my business out there and be like, hey guys, start some shit because I'm probably not going to fight. Because I found out.
What about the tooth mark? Show him the tooth mark.
The tooth mark happened because I was defending, he pushed her.
It was stand your ground?
He pushed her. Yeah, and he started the shit. He pushed me.
And you were defending your woman.
Yeah.
Your woman.
Yeah, well, because the thing is, he thought he was being funny and like pushed her and shit. And I was like, don't push her again, dude.
He's like, what are you going to do about it?
And then he did it. And I was like, I can't.
He pushed her again?
Yeah, dude, and it was like.
Was he a big guy?
He was a big guy.
Was he bigger?
Was he a tub of shit? Yeah, he was like a large
fat guy.
Yeah, he was like thick. He was a thick kid, no muscle, little
thick
bitch.
Kid. Oh.
But he pushed her, and I was like, okay. And then I took my girlfriend, I took her on my lap, and I went up, and then I just went and I choked the shit out of him. I was like, what the fuck are we thinking?
Yeah.
And then he tried some shit, and then my friend's like, dude, just hit him, and then I hit him, and then The rest is history.
Who is your friend?
Do you know what's crazy? I knocked this kid out.
Yeah.
I knocked this kid out, and then I had to go. So the story is kind of crazy. Not really, but she also lived with the ex because she lived with like that family.
What?
Because she had her family, her life was messed up.
So she lived with this guy while dating you.
Yeah.
So she was getting pushed around by her big brother, who used to fuck her.
Yeah, basically.
This is some country shit. Okay.
It was not country
And
shit.
then
She just didn't have.
a good
best
stable
of parents.
home.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
this
she
is
was
country
living with,
shit.
That's not country shit.
That is country
That
shit.
is not country shit.
Dude, that's so country
How is that
shit.
country shit?
My mom and daddy don't take care of me. I'm gonna live with my boyfriend, and then we broke up, but I'm gonna still live here.
That was some
That's country
8
shit.
Mile.
Oh
shit.
no, it's not. It's not. It is 8 Mile shit, but it happened in the country, which means it's.
It didn't happen in the
shit.
country. It was happening in the city.
The city?
Not Detroit, but it was in the city.
What city? What city? Richmond?
No. Is it Macomb County somewhere?
Macomb County ain't the city.
Okay.
This is Wayne County, bruh.
I
Ain't no Wayne County, ain't no city.
No,
Macomb
your city
County.
is fucking weird. Also,
this
the
is
fucking
the
construction
suburb.
that stopped your driveway, I was pissed.
Oh yeah.
But that
oh
pissed
my
me.
God.
I didn't fucking.
Oh
and it's
my
10
God.
feet before you drive. So anyway, about the story.
Oh
We'll go
my
back to
God.
that.
Oh my God.
Dude,
Okay.
so she was there, and I was like, also like, she's like, you want to hang out? I'm like, yeah, of course. And then he was always pissed, and there was always parties at the house and shit. Always inviting all these kids over. It was when I was in the band days, and anyway, that happened.
Dude, I'll totally go to the party.
So
I'm with a band.
anyway, then somebody died, and I went to go to the funeral with her, and I had to go to the house, and it was like a few days after. The kid comes at me with a fucking bat. He was like, "Come on, pussy," and I'm like, I beat your ass yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's a funeral. Like, what do you want me to? It's a funeral. Your grandma just died.
It's country shit, dude.
So
That's
then
so
they had to
country.
stop it. And then the other night, then the dad that was there was a fucking alcoholic. It was alcoholic, and he was telling us to quiet down. And then we all got in a fight. It was like the dad was involved, Chad was involved, my other friend was involved. Shit was retarded.
This is white trash. I don't even care if it's country or not. This
It
is
was.
white
I felt
trash as it
trashy,
gets.
but you know, you live and learn. You grow up and
White
move on.
trash love.
Fuck you.
So the construction down the street.
Yeah, construction on
That's
the.
some shit.
I wondered why the GPS was like. I'm like, is that construction still going on? And then I was
construction.
but then I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna just try it. If the construction's there, that road, I'll just go around. But then the road wasn't shut down. I was like, oh hell yeah, look it, you can just go. And sure enough, it was like one lane, and it was 30 feet before his driveway.
Oh yeah, they did it real nice where you're like, you can't get in there.
And they weren't doing it. Actually, they were doing stuff right in front of it. So.
Good. I fucking hope so, because it's goddamn Monday. If they weren't working, because they shut that shit down on Saturday and nobody worked all weekend.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm like, oh, you guys shut it down so I can't use it all weekend. I was so fucking pissed. I had just driven home and I was just like, can't get in my house. Can't get in my fucking driveway. Can't get in my fucking driveway.
You can. You just gotta go around.
Oh, I made some illegal turns, and if there was a cop, I was gonna be like, yeah, fucking pull me over. Fucking pull me over, cop. It was fucking late.
But he couldn't pull you over because there's only one lane.
Oh, he'd have done what I did. He'd have just swung around. I don't give a fuck, dude. I will fucking get through this shit.
You do give a fuck.
through
You
it.
drive kind of like a grandma, like an aggressive,
Like an angry grandma, yeah.
that still has her sight.
Don't cut off the
that still has
grandma.
her sight, but smokes weed for the glaucoma. that you
Yeah, don't
have.
cut off that. Don't cut off pothead granny, dude. Ganja granny.
Drives like right under the speed limit.
I'm not trying to get pulled over. I'm high. Driving 69 miles an hour. And I'm fucking
I think.
not
What do you
getting
think?
pulled
What do
over.
you think's a better drive? Do you do 69 or do you do 72?
I really probably in between. If I'm going up a hill, it'll drop.
Sometimes I think like doing 70 is almost too like you're too good or something. Like
I always hover around.
I feel like
70.
there's like I feel like if you're doing 70, they're like he's hiding something.
When I'm in Detroit, I'm doing about 80
Yeah.
because the speed limit drops to 55. So then
And
I
try
go up
do,
to 80.
And I try to do 65 there
Why?
because I'm like, well, I don't want to do it too bad. But then people are passing me.
But you
doing
know what
80.
I realized, dude? Here's the thing. Once you're in Detroit city limits, the reason nobody pulls you over is because Detroit cops don't patrol the freeway.
Yeah, they have real
They
crimes.
have way more
They
shit
have
to
real
do.
crimes.
And then
like murder.
Here's the thing: the state troopers, if they're going through there, they're going to get somewhere. They're not pulling people over in the Detroit part of it because they don't want to be pulled over in Detroit. They don't want to get hit by a stray bullet. They don't want to fuck around.
Well, I thought you were gonna say they're gonna hit
Now,
by a
if you're,
car, but
if
you
you're
said straight bullet.
like if they're driving through there and you're driving crazy reckless, they'll probably the state troopers might pull you over. But it's like if you're going 80. Nobody's doing shit.
Yeah,
nobody's doing shit.
Honestly,
dude.
I've never really seen a cop pull anybody over there unless it was a car burning.
What
I saw a burning car the other day.
The state troopers will stop if there's a car that's broken down or something.
Yeah.
To protect them, but they're not sitting there. They'll sit by the airport. You can see where the state troopers are.
Yeah, you know
they
what
sit by the airport.
I saw one today, and I didn't even look like a fucking cop car. It was a Charger, and it was, of course, painted all black, tinted windows, can't see shit, and then there's a little emblem. And I'm like, fuck you guys.
Painted in a slightly lighter color of black.
My tax money should go to white paint. I want bright white paint. Make it a yellow car. Make it any bright fucking color. Put police on it. I want to see where the fuck you're at.
That was a nice thing. California didn't have that.
Also, why do we got to put unmarked cars for fucking speeding tickets? Thanks, guys. Hey, just to let you know, there's some child trafficking happening at the border. Can you go fucking do something? No, we got to get the speeding tickets. Well, I was doing 75, dude.
As much as I hate the cops, people around here drive like idiots.
They do drive like idiots,
Dude.
but I'm also saying there's fucking crime that we're using unmarked badass vehicles for to stop some soccer minivan. Hey, man, slow down. Fuck you. Go stop crime.
But my soccer minivan don't get pulled over.
Well, yeah.
Last time I got pulled over was in Arizona by a fucking Border Patrol agent.
Yeah, because they thought you were smuggling some people.
She probably did. It was a woman, and she was Hispanic, and she...
Was she like, hey, is my family in there?
Good. That was quality. Book Justin Essemacher. Do you have your business card? Come on. Where's your business? Here we go. Right here, people. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. See that? You can book that. Say the joke again.
Hey guys, you can book Marcus. You want to hear bad sports references and fucking bad puns that anybody could make up on the spot? Book me.
You can't make them on the
I'm from
spot.
Germany because I'm better than that. I'm better than those hacky, shitty things that you say. What was the tweet you just fucking? I'll read it. I'll fucking read the tweet. I'll read the
terrible. Do you want me to pull it up on the big screen? I'll pull it up on the big screen.
Nope. Oh, this is one I just saw. Tomorrow, this is Marcus Olin. Oh, wait, sorry. If you want to follow Marcus, go to Twitter and type in Beard Von Marcus because he's original. You could have just typed Marcus Olin. No one else has that name, do they? Exactly. No one does. Just let everybody know I have a beard. We can see the fucking beard, Marcus. Tomorrow is the ultimate test of live crowds versus internet clout.
Yeah. Because Trump's been getting these
This guy can write.
Trump's been getting these huge crowds at his rallies, but Biden has all the blue checkmark famous people.
Dude, you know what I'm just happy for? You know I'm happy for this to be done. I just don't want to see the commercials anymore. I want to go onto my Instagram and not see the stupid little sponsored thing. I don't want to see these little 21-year-olds or whatever, like fucking being like, "Hey, I'm on Snapchat."
You know what it is? I thought if you voted early, they were going to opt you out of commercials. Like, they're going to be like, oh, you voted early? You're good. You don't have to see these ads. But you know what's really going to happen? You're still going to see election ads after the election because they paid for a certain time frame.
You know what I'm also pissed about? Because then after we go through this vote thing, then guess what? Then we got to have, another 100 days of media about the new president? Hopefully it's Trump. Will they do less news?
No,
Will they
it'll be more.
Because
it'll be
we already
the
know
same.
Trump is. It's not nobody new. It's like, all right, Trump
Justin,
did this.
You're missing the point. They don't care who it is. All they care is that you're tuned in. If you're watching, they win. It doesn't matter if it's Biden, Kanye, or Trump. As long as you're watching the news, they win.
That's true. Also, are you going to watch it on Joe Rogan thing? Are you going to watch the Joe Rogan
I was going to
show?
go try and do a mic tomorrow. I don't know if there's any mics going on. I was going to go try to hit a mic.
Boogie's room, right? Or is it getting shut? Oh, it shut down, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Tragic.
Well, also, so they want you to. You know what's crazy about the news, man? I've been watching more things, especially that Alex Jones episode on Joe Rogan.
The best.
That just I was scarred because I started to really believe him when they were like, "Oh,
He's
that's
100%
real.
right.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real." I was like, "This is real." Biden's kid's doing fucking drugs, and we're like, "Vote him in."
Oh, no. Biden's kid smokes crack.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to say the wrong one.
And he also takes millions of dollars from foreign governments. so that he can get jobs there and get businesses in those places.
That's what's up.
And the reason they do that is because they know that his dad has these high up connections. So they want to,
He's honestly, so he's like one of them, like, have you seen Taken? The movie Taken, like the little drug girls that they have over there, the treatment track. So they're pumping them full of drugs. And they're like, hey, make this business happen. We'll keep giving you crack. Could you imagine?
They give him the money.
I didn't like my boss at CVS. My CEO's a crackhead, dude.
Yeah, crackhead CEO.
He is a CEO.
Yeah.
A CHEO.
Crackhead. In charge.
So now this the crazy thing is don't they take drug aren't they drug testing the CEO?
No.
They're like, no, we got to drug test these fast food workers who need drugs to go to work, but fuck it. Give Biden crack. Let him run the world.
Oh, dude, did you know that, first of all, in 1988, they passed a law that said that...
You can do crack as CEO.
No, they passed a law that said if you were caught with crack versus cocaine, you get more jail time if you have crack versus having the cocaine. And they did that because they knew poor people had crack. They want to lock up poor people.
Why do they want to lock
Rich people get caught with cocaine. So they're like, all right, we don't want to put our friends in jail. We want to put the poor people in jail. So if you get caught with crack, even though it's the same fucking drug, you know what I'm saying? Same drug, but if it's in rock form as crack, which is what poor people end up having, you go to jail for way longer. And if you have the rich people stuff, you don't go to jail for as long. And you know who passed that law?
Biden.
Yes.
Wait, seriously?
Yep, 100%. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden passed a crack law, and his son's doing crack, and he's still out there running businesses.
Yep.
Everybody knows he's on crack, but he doesn't get in trouble?
No.
Is that why?
Because his dad's vice president.
Oh, that's pretty cool, dude.
And he was a senator for,
That's what's
ever.
up. That's what's up.
Yeah. If my dad were a senator, I'd be doing
So
crack.
you're saying if I have a family member in power, like if my dad is in power, I can just
The
be
rules are
above the
different.
law.
Yeah, the rules are different.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty nice, man. I was thinking about starting crack, but my dad's not the vice president and running for president, and so fuck.
Just don't get caught with it.
Also, I got an interview at Burger King, and they don't let you do crack there to flip burgers. I guess you got to. I didn't know that. Damn.
Nah.
I got to try to be clean.
Crack. If you're a crackhead, you're not gonna broil the burgers long enough. I used to work at Burger King, dude. If you don't broil the burgers long enough and they're not cooked all the way through, then you get sued.
Yeah.
Because you hired a crackhead. So you can't hire crackheads.
So you take that crackhead that you didn't
you
put on
him
the
in charge
put
of the
him in
company.
charge. There you go.
Then he comes up with,
Crack King.
No, those cheese fries they used to have.
Okay.
That's a crackhead idea.
Do crackheads eat food?
What if we take fries, put them in a bag, sprinkle a bunch of yellow shit on top of them, and then we sell them for more than the regular fries? How much does the yellow shit cost? Who gives a fuck, dude? We'll just take crumbs from the bottom of the fryer, dude. That's crack, bro.
Dude,
That's
then
real.
they put it on the fries. Then they get everybody hooked on crack. Then they start the crack empire.
If you're eating Burger King, you're already smoking crack, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's why you go to
Do
Burger King to
crackheads
get more
eat
crack.
food? Or do they not like food? Is their appetite suppressed from the side effects?
If there's crack in the food,
I'm eating the food.
they care about crack. What's gonna get you crack? If there's crack in the food, I think there's crack in McDonald's, dude. Nah, I think there's heroin in McDonald's. I think they
Why?
put opium. You ever eat McDonald's
Okay,
then
Alex
afterwards you're
Jones.
falling asleep, dude?
Okay, Alex Jones.
Nah, it's not Alex Jones. That's
No,
fast.
they just make all their stuff out of turkey.
You think? You think they use turkey meat?
Yeah, you just fall asleep after.
You know how ripped America would be
If we just made fast food healthy?
if they made it out of turkey meat?
No, if
You
they
know how
made
jacked
You
America
know how
would be?
jacked people would be if they just made fast food actual food? They wouldn't be able to have fast food because they wouldn't be able to produce all of the product that they need for all the fast food restaurants. There's 5 McDonald's on one street.
Yeah, a lot of people. Got to feed them. I think, dude, if
You know
you
what's-
could,
Yeah,
if you
go
could
ahead.
nationalize McDonald's, right? You nationalize it. The government takes
What do you
over
mean
McDonald's.
nationalize?
The government takes over McDonald's.
That's
You
what
national-
nationalizing is?
That's what it is. So,
Okay.
like Venezuela, I think Venezuela, they nationalized their oil. So you know how in America there's a bunch of like ExxonMobil and all these private oil companies.
Oh, so whoa.
The government in Venezuela just took all the oil.
Balls,
I think it's Venezuela.
The balls to do that just to be like, we're going to take it all.
Well, they have a dictator.
You know what's fun too is that America, isn't it illegal to have a monopoly? But the government's like,
Technically, yeah.
but the government's like, give us.
Technically. Yeah, I think
So the
it
government's a big monopoly, isn't it?
Yeah, government's bullshit.
I hadn't
dude.
thought of that. Wow, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hey guys, we're just gonna take over the oil. But I had my own oil field. I bought it by myself. Yeah, no, that's ours. We're gonna just take it.
Yeah, so they nationalized, that was Venezuela. They nationalized the oil, which is where they made all their money. So in Venezuela, you get gas for free. You don't have to pay to get gas in Venezuela.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool then.
That is cool, but everything else is either super expensive or they don't have it.
So why? But there has to be a reason why they would nationalize it if it's free. Like, do they make money? Well, they have to make money.
The government does.
Oh, okay.
The government wanted the money, so the government took the shit. They said no more private companies owning the oil. We own it now.
Do they act like they're giving back to the community for making?
Well, yeah, they say you get free gas, but bread is $8 million or something. I don't know.
$8 million for a loaf of bread?
Bread price in Venezuela. Cost of living. Cost of bread. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, maybe you're way out. That's cheaper than here. It's way cheaper. It's 71 cents, Marcus.
I mean, this is about what it is here. Here, the quality of life in Venezuela is low, crime is on the rise, and there's a lack of food basics. I think they just don't have a lot of this stuff.
That's what we need is less fucking fast food. We need less things, man. We need less storage. We need less fast food. We got to go back to making our own food, man.
It can be the world's most expensive country or the cheapest. Namely, there are 3 official exchange rates and a black market rate.
Whoa, there's a black market rate?
How are there 3 exchange rates? That's already insane.
Also, what does it mean by black market rate? Like illegal money?
Yeah.
They have you can have illegal money and then exchange it? Venezuela just take it?
Without paying tax, because if you want to avoid the taxes. Black market is all to avoid taxes. That's what a black market is for.
You can go to Venezuela and exchange illegal money for real money?
For sure, dude. For sure.
That's impressive.
Yeah, man.
What is going on? How is that a thing?
It's Venezuela.
Hey, I got $1 million. Where'd you get this from? You
It's
know
all
what?
corrupt,
Maybe America's too fucking nosy. That's what it is. I got this money from you don't need to know, bitch.
Well, that's why they're trying to phase out cash. Because when you buy something, here's the thing. So when you buy something with cash, right?
It's terrifying.
Nobody knows who bought it or how much you spent or what you got. Like, for example, if America was like, for a good purpose, they say we want to decrease obesity, right? So what we're going to do to lower obesity rates is we're going to track every person who goes to McDonald's. And if you go to McDonald's, we know you went to McDonald's, and we'll tax you higher for it or something. Or we'll do something to try and discourage you from eating McDonald's because you're fat and we don't want you to be fat. If you use a credit card, they can do that. If you pay with cash, they don't know who paid with cash. They have no idea.
How do you find this out? How do you know that's one of the reasons why? I mean, I get why they want to track
No, I'm
you.
saying hypothetically, if they wanted to do that. Hypothetically, they can already track everything you buy through a credit card. You know that.
Yes.
That's why you get sponsored ads. That's why everything is the way it is. But if you use cash, and they know this is why they're trying to phase cash out. That's why every time you go, they're like, hey, national coin shortage. No, there isn't. There's no national coin shortage. It's horse shit, dude. They can make more coins if they wanted to.
Yeah, they always can make more stuff.
They don't want you to use cash. They want to be like, oh, you have to use exact
environment
change.
Friendly.
They want to hoard the cash. If you pay with cash, they don't want to give you change back because they want to keep all the cash. And they put that sign up to be like, actually, don't pay with pay with cards so we can track you. And then it discourages people from using cash. They want you to think cash is dirty, right? They want you to think cash spreads the virus. Cash is bad. Cash, blah, blah, blah. They don't like cash because they can't track cash.
Interesting.
So that's why they're phasing it out. They
want
to.
But the government. So when everything burns down, the government's like, "Oh, we have all the money."
Yeah,
then we have to go back to. Okay.
Did you hear what Whitmer's doing now? She wants every restaurant to track who goes to it. Every bar, every place.
Heard something. Can you explain this? Because I did.
I mean, they do it in other places.
I thought they already were because I've been to places. I was in California.
Yeah.
And I walked in and
you had to
like,
write your name down. They're doing that now here.
And I actually wrote my name down like an idiot.
Like an idiot, right? So you know what people.
But it was also on like a journal.
Yeah.
It was on like just like a piece of paper.
Here's the best part, dude. First of all, people in Detroit Black people in Detroit. You ever done crowd work in Detroit and been like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
where do you live? They're like, fuck you.
Yes.
You try, or
Yeah,
even,
and it's
the
like,
best
no,
part
this
is no. The best part is if a like a black comic's like, hey man, you want to shoot a skit, and you're like, yeah man, send me your address, and they'll be like, I'm over here and here, and when you get there, call me, and I'll give you the rest of the. They're not sending you addresses, all right? Like people in Detroit are not going to go to a restaurant and be like, hello, my name is Jerry Stevens, and I live at 342 blah 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 blah. No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Dude.
Also,
it is not going to happen in Detroit.
So when we give the information, what the fuck are they going to do with it?
Give it to the government. Exactly. That's my point.
Also, like someone has their name on a sheet.
Yep.
How? Just make an Excel sheet and put names in, and then.
Yep. And here's what they say they're going to do with it, and they will do this with it. They're going to say,
Yeah.
well, this person had COVID, and they went to this place.
Yes.
So you also were at that place the same day that they were at that place. So now you might be exposed to COVID. So now we have to test you for COVID. So now they're like, well, you were exposed. You have to take a test.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And if you test positive, now you have to quarantine for. So now they're going to lock you in your house for 14 days.
Oh, also,
If you test
yeah, my
positive.
unemployment ran out, so now,
wham.
Well, fuck you, because I actually had a job that I lost because of COVID. You didn't have a fucking job.
I did have a job.
Oh yeah, you did.
I did have a job.
But that's what I'm trying to say is that it's crazy because now you want to do that. I mean, I have gone out and tried to be safe, but it's like, none of this makes sense still to this day.
None of it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
They just want to control. It's all control, dude.
Yeah.
This fucking crazy bitch wants to control everyone in the state, and she wants to do it as, I'm protecting. She's straight up being an evil mom. Like, she's being the mom who's like, you can't, because I want to protect you. And it's like, at the end of the day, your kid never made any friends. Your kid never went outside. He never scraped his fucking knee, because you were like,
But also,
and eventually that kid is going to fucking try to kidnap his mom. That's what fucking happens.
Oh, his kid did that? Her kid did that?
No, but angry people did it.
But
Planned
you know
to
what?
do it.
You know
Plotted,
how she
allegedly.
said that. How she said that, and then when they started opening up Michigan by phases, way back when it first started.
Mm-hmm.
So up in Traverse City, that was one of the phases, like first phase. You know where she was?
Traverse City.
There she was in a bar,
It's all
baby.
biased, dude. That's what I'm saying. She's full of shit, dude.
So I'm also. Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Do you dislike Whitmore because you missed your Ridley's weekend in October?
I like her. I dislike her more because of that. I already didn't like her. I didn't like her when she got elected. I didn't like her when she was running.
Why don't you like her?
Why didn't I like her?
Yeah.
First of all, she's backed by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Mm-hmm. So she's in cahoots with the big healthcare company here.
Wasn't her dad in part
Her
of it?
dad was the CEO for 18 years.
Man, maybe she's on crack like
The current
Biden.
CEO, is on record saying that he was the first person to recommend to her to run for governor. Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
That this guy, hey, you should run for governor. You would make a great governor. What the fuck is that? And then.
Well, so what does it matter? Even if that's part, who gives a shit? You can run for governor. Anybody can say that. I could tell you to run for governor.
But she ran against a guy in the Democratic primary who wanted to give everyone universal health care in Michigan, which would put Blue Cross out of business.
Really?
That would have put Blue Cross out of business.
Fuck, I should have voted.
That would have put Blue Cross out of business.
Because I needed it.
Basically, right? They don't want that, so they're like, "Hey, why don't you run so this guy doesn't win? Because we can put money behind you."
Why didn't the other guy? Who's the other guy?
Abdul El Sayed, 34-year-old doctor, actual doctor. He's a doctor. Did I tell you he's a doctor? He's a doctor.
So he's smart.
Yeah, he's smart, and he understands how healthcare works, and he understands that health insurance is horse shit. But they didn't want him to win, so they promoted this fucking controllable lady. She's a corporate shill. Do you know what that is?
A corporate chill?
Shill.
Shill.
She does whatever corporations tell her to do.
That's what's up.
So, yeah.
Do
so
they
I
give her,
didn't-
so she gets a lot of money back?
She gets money.
She gets a lot of money.
She gets a
if
lot
you
of
do-
money.
Hey, government, it's pretty good. I think we should do this more often. I think we should get really corrupt people. And
They do this all the time.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
It's great. And then
So-
they're like, we're the bad
So
people.
I didn't like
Yeah.
her from then. Then
Okay.
she came into office. Her first thing was like, you know what I'm going to do to help raise money to fix the roads? I'm going to put a tax per gallon, 40 cents extra on every gallon of gas that you buy. Because that'll raise enough money. You know who that screws over? Poor people who can't get around without a car.
Yeah. And
Rich
guess what?
people don't care because they buy expensive gas anyway. If you're rich, you're buying the 93. You don't care if there's an extra 40 cents. If you're broke and you're putting $6 in your gas tank to get to work, that extra 40 cents times 6 gallons, that's like $3 that you probably don't have.
Yeah, and then
That was her genius plan.
did they do that?
They did it.
Oh, it's cool because the roads still fucking suck.
Right, so I'm just saying, so she did a great job there, and then what happened? Oh, COVID came, and she's angry mom now. She's like, man, we gotta stay, everything, we gotta shut it all down. And
Does she actually sound like that? That's sad.
No, she sounds like a dumb Michigan kind of was like, we have to make sure everyone's safe and
Oh,
wear
she
a
does
mask.
sound like that.
Wear a mask. I'm Big Gretch. I'm that woman from Michigan. I wear a mask. Make sure you wear a mask. Don't use cash because it spreads the virus. And stay at home and don't go out and I'm fucking blah, 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 blah.
She did the one State of the Union thing, and they were trying to talk about COVID and how to make it fun and hip. They're like, get you a face mask with your favorite team on it. And you're like, what? Okay, cool. I know that already. And that was when they were talking about COVID, but they were trying to talk about the racial justice issues instead of COVID. We're like, we're wondering about the state. How is it? What's happening with COVID? And they're like, well, we're gonna start retraining everybody at the hospitals. These cops, we're gonna start retraining them on racial injustice and all this stuff. And we're like, well, what about COVID? And she's like, just wear a mask.
You know the other great thing with this new thing that she signed about signing your name? They also want to discourage people from yelling at events because that spreads the virus. Did you know that yelling spreads the virus? You know what else spreads the virus? Fucking yelling at a rally. Going to a fucking Black Lives Matter thing and yelling. That spreads it just as much as the guy telling me my jokes suck. It's the same thing.
Don't bring it back to comedy every time.
I'm making it back to...
You don't have to bring it back to comedy, but also there's so many events where people are... Yeah, all the rallies, all the protests.
But you're allowed to do that. But if you're at
Wait, you're allowed to do that?
Yeah, but you can't... You're allowed to do that. You can't, because that's First Amendment, but my First Amendment doesn't count.
The thing with all of this is, that we keep saying, it's with everything that we've made.
You know where they don't ask people to sign their name and tell them who all is where at the fucking rally, at the Black Lives Matter marches and all that shit. They don't be like, hey, so we gathered 10,000 people. Let's make sure we know who all these people are and track them. They don't do that shit.
No.
But if you go to an open mic, they gotta put... And I'm like, dude, we're at an open mic. My name's already on a fucking list. Why do you need me to write it twice? Now I need a stage name to hide where I'm going. What should my stage name be, dude?
Beard Von Marcus.
Boom. They can't track that.
But... how is it... why can't we just make it a thing for a lot of stuff? Hey, if you want to do it, do it.
It's freedom, dude. They don't want that. They don't want freedom. They don't want freedom, dude.
Why is it illegal for me to do crack or heroin? Huh? Why, if I want to do it, I'll do it. You know, like, why is it illegal? Because of money.
Because they said so.
Yeah. Now I can't go out to bars. You know what? If you don't want to go to the bars, don't go to the fucking bars.
They make more money off illegal drugs than legal ones. But now I think they're starting to realize, like, maybe with legal weed, we actually make more money with the legal weed than with the illegal. But the money just shifts. It goes from the corporate prisons to the corporate weed companies.
Yeah.
So the money has shifted.
Have you ever watched the documentaries on the drug war? Like, have you ever seen any?
Like Drugs Inc. and shit?
Sure. I don't know. Wherever you see them, and they're like, they have helicopters, so they got like $1 million machines flying over a thing, and then they see a weed farm, like, fuck, get the army, dude. And then they bring in 5 more helicopters. They bring in a whole army. And then you know what those fucking losers do? They're like, we're going to burn it. And you're going to watch. Just like the parents with the cigarettes. Smoke the whole pack. They're like, we're going to burn it all down. And now the whole army's getting high because the whole forest of weed is on fire. Yeah. And they're like, look what we did. There's still problems going on. Child trafficking. But no, we're going to stop the weed. That makes everybody happy, cures things. It helps health. Fuck, we can't have it.
Yeah.
And then you got fucking people running the whole government that are doing fucking crack. And now we're voting for them to be in office. Fuck yeah, weed sucks.
Yep.
What is happening?
Yeah, it's 1984, dude. It's a one world government. It's what Alex Jones is talking about. This is why Alex Jones is right. Everything you just said is why Alex Jones is right. And that's why they censor him, because they know he's right. Yes. They don't want him out there.
And the crazy thing about it is all these higher up people that are telling us all not to do the things not to do, they're all doing the things that they tell us not to do.
Just like parents.
Yes, but they're fucking really bad parents who are neglecting and give all the kids drugs and alcohol. but then they're like, don't have drugs and alcohol, and then they're out in the fucking forest boo-fooing everybody and doing crack off each other's assholes.
Yep. They're bad parents. So tomorrow we get to vote for which parents we want.
And they're like, hey, you know what? Get some unmarked vehicles, dude. We got to go stop these speeders.
Oh, yeah. It's like when the parents show up at the party and be like, get in the van now.
Yeah.
And you're like, Mom, you're making me look bad in front of my friends.
But that mom just came from a fucking orgy. So it's like...
Exactly. She's still got her fucking butt plug in, and she's trying to tell you not to booze, and it's like, Mom, you got a butt plug in your ass. Get the fuck out of here. And she's like, I'm an adult. I'm the governor. I'm allowed to go out and spread COVID and be a cunt because I'm the governor. You voted for me even though you didn't. Remember when you didn't vote for me? So now I get to tell you what to do. I'm like, bitch, fuck you. I'm going to write down the most elaborate Nigerian and fucking Taiwanese names on these fucking lists at these bars. And they're going to be like, wow, where did this guy come from? And I'm going to put an address in fucking Moscow and they can suck my cock. That's what I'm doing. That's my solution.
You're not going to do any of that. You're going to write Marcus Owens.
No, I'm not.
I live at so.
I'm not.
Mulholland Drive.
Mulholland Drive.
Whatever fucking
dude.
drive.
I'm gonna put some addresses out there.
Yeah.
You're gonna
do that lame shit. You're gonna go 6969 sex orgy lane. And I'm gonna be like, and you're gonna be like, and you're gonna tweet about it.
That's a boulevard, bro. Sex orgy, that's not a lane, that's a boulevard.
And you know who lives there? All the fucking politicians.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, he lives at our house.
Password, please. And it's gonna be, you gotta do a line of cocaine off some girl's ass.
I kinda wanna go into politics now. When you put it like that, I get it.
Hey, so you're trying to tell me I can run multiple companies, I could have millions of dollars, I can do what I want, when I want, and you're gonna just pump me full of drugs?
Yep.
Where do I sign?
But then you get to go on TV and act like you're better than everyone else. It's the same thing celebrities do, you know?
Yeah.
They're the biggest pieces of shit. They're in Hollywood fucking children, and then they go on TV and they're like, remember to vote. And I'm like, you still have a kid in the background. That kid, I've seen him on a milk carton, okay? And he's in the back of fucking Shia LaBeouf's house, dude.
Hey, man, I like Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, I don't think he's a pedophile.
He's a great guy.
He hangs out with retard kids. He's cool. I haven't seen that movie yet. I heard it's good.
I heard it's good too. It looks very emotional. That movie is like how he found himself back.
Who, Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
Or the Tard Baby?
Sometimes I think you're retarded.
Maybe. So, dude, the best was that movie, or no, Shia LaBeouf was presenting some award at some show.
Yeah.
And he brought the dude with him. They were both presenting it because they were the stars of that movie. So they were, and the special needs dude was out there, and he was, he's trying to do his thing.
Why are you laughing?
Because it was funny. It was funny to watch him try and do it. And what was funnier? Watching Shia LaBeouf be super serious about it.
Yeah, I saw that.
And, try to help him and be like, no, stop laughing. And it's like, dude, that's fucking funny. You were Even Stevens, and you're hanging out with this retarded kid now. It's funny. You were Transformers, and now Beans is retarded, and it's funny, dude. Remember Beans?
Yeah.
Dude, Beans was the best.
Dude, the weird thing about that kid is he was shaped like a cartoon.
He's still shaped like a cartoon, dude. Here, look him up, dude.
Beans and cornbread. I like cornbread. Man, that kid just doesn't seem real. When he walked into the audition, they're like, that's it. That's him for sure.
Look at him, dude. Look at what he looks like, bro. That's a better. He looks like he could be. He looks like Mini-Me, bro. He looks like fucking Mini-Me.
Yeah, he looks like you. He actually looks like you.
He kind of looks like...
Take your hat off. Take your hat off. Dude, you're fucking him with a longer beard, dude.
I'm trying to put my face together. That's
dude,
Beans,
you're Beans,
bro.
Dude. I found your nickname. It's Beans.
Dude, Beans fucks.
Beans only,
Look at Beans over here, dude.
Dude, he's working at He's working at Cheese Palace in the mall, dude. He hands out free samples.
No.
That's him right there. I've seen him at the mall, dude. I was like, Beans! He asked me, if I wanted to try the cheese, and I said, you got any beans I could put on the cheese? He didn't like it.
Dude, it said he works at a mall. He actually works at a mall, bro.
I was kidding. It was at a mall? No.
He's working the seasonal Santa photos booth at Concord Sun Valley Mall.
I was kidding.
Based on tons... Most powerful. Oh my god, dude.
Wow.
You know what that tells me? Early success means later failures. I'm glad we're failing now, because then I don't have to work at a fucking mall later in life.
You know.
Work at a mall now, and then get on Disney Channel later.
Yeah.
This kid.
Also, it sucks when people, they get their early childhood careers and it's kind of like when adults, like when all the adults were in sports, when they get picked up.
These chicks are kind of hot, though. I'm not going to lie. He's hanging out with some cuties at the mall.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're not white girls, so you don't like them.
So, like, where are the parents that got him into this shit? And they're like, and he's like, well, all my money ran out because my parents fucking took it.
Well, yeah, all the
Now I gotta
parents,
work there.
the parents get all the money, which is fucked up. It doesn't get put in a trust. It just goes to the parents, and they spend it on crack.
They're like, it's like the sports kids, and then they realize why are all these sports players going bankrupt first year? They're like, maybe we should teach them a class because they didn't learn in college or something.
The amount of pro athletes, because I nerd out on pro sports and shit.
I do know you nerd out.
So I
on
fucking
sports.
I'll go down the rabbit holes and I'll look up dude, I remember when this guy was an All-American in college. Where is he now? And they're either dead or they're fucking in jail or there was one story of a guy, he went to Maurice Claret. Dude, he went to jail for 8 years. Then he got out of jail. I think he went to jail for
tax evasion.
No, it was robbery and dumb shit, dude. He was doing dumb shit. He only went to jail for 3 years. He got out early, but then he came out and
Because he
became
was good on the basketball team?
No, because he just well behaved, turned his life around. He got educated in there, and now he's a motivational speaker and shit. It was crazy.
Maybe that was his whole plan the first time.
Well,
maybe he was like, you know what? Do some bad shit. I always want to be a motivational speaker.
No, he was just a lost soul, dude. Because he was his freshman year in college. He's 18 years old, wins the national championship, scores the game-winning touchdown. He wants to go to the
school?
Ohio State. He wanted to go to the national. He wanted to go.
Oh, I heard about that.
He wanted to go to the NFL right after that. You have to play. You have to be out of high school 3 years to go to the NFL. He was out 1 year, but he was like, dude, I'm fucking national championship running back.
The kid who was in Miami trying to get ready. I watched that story.
No, not Miami.
No, I was saying he lived down in Miami. He got with some bad people.
No, he went out to L.A. I read the whole thing.
Yeah.
So he went out to L.A. because
Let me see him.
Here, Maurice Claret.
I remember seeing a story about him. I think, he was a really great running back. He was in a show I watched.
They did a 30 for 30.
Yes, the 30 for 30 about him. That shit.
He went to L.A.
sad.
though.
He was and he was working out on the beach, and he never got his thing back. But you could see the people he was hanging out with, man, were not good.
Well, he went out to L.A. He started fucking around in L.A., which I know all about.
Let's do some drugs.
So he was a freshman, ran for 1,200 yards, 18 times. Dude, he just fucking went ham, won a championship, and then he tried to go pro, but they wouldn't. It went to court. The court said you can't go pro yet because you're. And I get why they don't just let 18-year-olds play NFL football, because he would have got fucked up, dude. He would have had uncontrollable.
Also,
brain
maybe
damage.
maybe it should be he should have went in, at a younger age. Maybe it's easier for your body.
It's definitely not. Because his brain is just less developed. He's going to be taking these hits to the head, dude. And this was 2003. This was back when no one gave a fuck. But long story short, so he wanted to go in the 2003 draft, I think. Here. Oh, he got kicked out of school before his sophomore year. So that's why he wanted to go pro in 2004. He missed the 2003 season.
Oh, academic misconduct. How do you fail when you pay people to do your classes, bro?
He received, that's the thing. He received preferential treatment from professors claiming he had not attended any classes during his only year at Ohio.
Also,
so he just didn't go to class for a year.
Let's be honest, teachers, and let's be honest, NCAA. Okay, this guy won a national championship in his freshman year. Do you think he's going to college for the fucking school? We're not. Don't you? I love those commercials. I'm a student first. Fuck no, you're not. You all go to D1 schools hoping you're making it.
Dude, this guy went to no class.
Who gives a shit?
Well,
do you know how much money they're making off that kid?
I know he's not getting.
And then they're like, well, he didn't go to fucking freshman seminar. Fuck freshman seminar. I did that. I paid for it. Who gives a shit? None of us know what's happening with the kid. But do we really think a lot of the student athletes are going to... There's a lot of people... Have you watched all the Netflix shit? None of them are doing their homework or they fail, and they're not giving a shit because you have to also practice 4 to 8 hours a day, then go to class.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, so you're not you didn't want to learn or what, Johnny?
I
I'm
went
like,
to,
dude, I gotta do 8 hours of football.
the quarterback for Michigan was in one of my classes.
Tom Brady?
No, Wilton Spate. He was the quarterback when he was in my class. He was the backup quarterback, and then the next year he became the starter, I think. And I thought he was a lineman because he was huge, and I was like, he's clearly an athlete. This guy's not just a dude in class. And then I found out he was like, oh, he's quarterback. But yeah, he was in that class. But he came to class. He was there.
He sounds like he wasn't gonna make the NFL. No offense.
Wilton
His
Spate.
name. Did he make it?
I don't know, dude. Wilton Spate. What's he doing now?
Wilton Spate. Because I never heard of him.
This guy.
No offense. So I don't.
So he ended up he transferred. He was the backup in 2015. This is when he was in my class. Then he was the starter the next year. He was third team All Big Ten. Then he got injured the next year and he transferred to UCLA. What did he do at UCLA? He went undrafted. He got signed by the 49ers. He got waived. So he's still probably trying to try out for a team this year. I don't know.
That sucks, man.
Well, that's the funny thing. It's like, dude, you end up following up with these guys who you're like, you were all Big Ten third team or whatever. And it's like, he got cut from the Niners practice squad. It's like all these guys, even the good players, they end up getting cut from the practice squad. And you're like, damn, bro.
Yeah. That sucks, man.
Ain't no love for NFL players, dude. Like, the amount of college athletes who don't make it pro is insane.
Yeah, it's
almost all of them.
And it is. And also the amount of work you have to put in your whole life.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot. And then when it doesn't happen, and these teams, like, obviously the NFL and like the MLB and shit, they don't care. They just want players that are good. And all these, there's so many fucking, just like us. It's just like us trying to go pro.
I mean, it's just like Netflix. They're like, they don't care how hard you worked in comedy. Are they going to make money off you?
Yeah.
No? Okay, you don't get a special. You can't hit 300? Sorry, you're not on the team. Like, you can't throw the deep ball? You're not on the team.
Yeah.
You can't, you're not even good enough for the practice squad. I'm trying to be a practice squad comic, dude.
Yeah.
I don't need to be the head starter, dude.
Why don't you want to? You act like it so much, though.
I want to be.
You always act like the fucking I
want to be the best.
And then I ask you about things, and you're like, "No, man, this is what I want to do. I want to work at bars."
No, I never said that. No, I want to work clubs. I want to work
clubs. You want to do clubs?
Comedy clubs.
I want to work fucking theaters, bro. I want to work theaters.
Theaters are cool too, but clubs are cool. I like clubs.
Cool.
You know why I like clubs? Because you can work a weekend at a club. You can't do a weekend of theater shows.
I want to work a weekend of theater shows. You can.
You do a theater tour.
Well, I'm going to do a theater tour where I have multiple weekends because I'm just that.
Yeah, but I mean, just look at like the big name guys who do theaters.
Kevin Hart.
But he does
arenas. A couple shows.
He does arenas.
He did a football stadium, bro.
He did Little Caesars.
He did multiple shows.
He did Little Caesars in Detroit.
Yeah.
20,000.
Yeah, I'm saying he did his one specials in Jets or the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Stadium.
I know.
50,000+.
I know.
Multiple nights.
I get it.
So I'm saying it can be done.
But I know he did multiple nights, but I'm saying I want to work on the weekends, right? And when you do a theater tour or a stadium tour, you're doing like shows every night for like 5 nights in a row, then taking a night off. You're going city to city like that, and you do that for like maybe a month or two, and then you're done for the year. I want to do weekends.
I know what you want
every
to do.
weekend. I mean, theaters are cool. Like if I get to that point, whatever. But it's like clubs are cool. I'm trying to take it one step at a time. Like my next step, I want to do clubs 40 weekends a year. It's a pretty lofty goal. If I can get to that, I can do theaters, but I need to get to that before I do theaters.
I just want to get 100 views on a podcast again.
That'd be hype, bro. We need a good guest.
We need a good guest. No, we have the power.
Yeah.
We don't need a guest. I mean, I would like a guest, but we don't need a guest.
You know what it is, dude?
No one's asking us. I put out a fucking story for questions. No one gives a shit.
Well, this is the first episode where
my co-host doesn't even repost something that I tag him in.
Okay, calm down. We did some hard-hitting political analysis today. It's the first time we've done that on the podcast in a minute. So I think
this isn't that bullshit. Marcus loves fucking porn and capitalism.
Hey, man. My last episode was all about what we just talked about. Alex Jones.
Yeah, but you had to re-say it because no one watched that.
Feel good about yourself?
I do.
Feel good?
I do. Okay. You fucking deserve it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Probably didn't even say I produced it. Oh, you did actually say I produced it.
I did.
Yeah. You should have got more views then.
Yeah. Should have. What'd you do wrong? Producer? Come on, producer.
Well, the thing
What'd you
is,
fuck up?
well, the thing is, I didn't have any auditions for the person that I wanted to see, thing. It was just hired a producer, You hired a producer, but not really. But you hired a producer, so I didn't get to pick the talent. I didn't get to pick the face. I had to work with what I got, Marcus.
You always got to work with what you got.
I know.
You're like a head coach for a D3 team.
I am. And I'm trying to fucking, I try to guide you, but you're too dumb. And then you're going to get a little older and you're going to go, wow, Justin, you know what? Justin actually maybe knew what he was talking about. Mm-hmm. But it's not going to happen until you get a little bit older. You start opening up your mind and stop thinking you're always right.
Yeah, you're
because
right. Because
I'm always
you're
right.
So right. You're so see
but
now you're the bad parent.
But I actually
now you're ready for politics.
Yeah. I also just bought a whole bunch of crack, so I'm fucking good.
All right, thanks guys for watching. We're gonna wrap it up on that. Check out next week's episode. It'll come out in 4 months because we're doing crack.
And actually, it will be from the state prison because Justin started robbing people for crack.
Yeah, I mean this podcast will get us thrown in jail after the election.
What do you think's gonna happen? I honestly feel like after they say who's the president is,
yeah.
Do you think the world's just gonna start burning?
So here's what I think. I think if Trump wins, here's what I think is gonna happen. First of all, I think.
Do you think Melania divorces him?
Nah.
All right, go on. Sorry, that was stupid thought.
Trump, if he wins,
yeah.
I think first of all, I think he's gonna say he won tomorrow. I think he's gonna say that early. He's gonna be like, "Look, I won clearly." And it's not going to be over yet. It's going to be like the third quarter, and he's going to be like, I win.
They're like, but Donald, we didn't even finish the count. He's like,
yeah,
no,
I win. I'm winning, and I won.
I won.
I'm winning.
Donald, it's not done.
Win.
That's not how it works.
I won last time. I won this time. I won. And Joe Biden's going to be like, what? And he's just going to be out of it. But they're going to tell him what to say. And they're going to be like, it's not over till every vote is counted.
Hey, do you
And they're going to drag it out for weeks.
Yeah.
There's going to be, Antifa's going to burn shit down. The Proud Boys are going to fight Antifa. It's going to be a little mini civil war. It's going to be on Twitch. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cool to watch. Open mics are still going to happen. Nothing's going to change.
There's just going to be a war happening. And
10% of the population divided into 5% equally. You got your Antifa and your Proud Boys. They're going to fight. The other 90% are going to be like, can I just go to work? Can I just live my life? And they're going to be like, no, civil war. And that's going to be it. Walmart's still going to be open.
You don't think they're going to shut down the Civil War, though, like part of COVID law?
No, they're going to stream it, dude. They're going to make money off it. It's going to be on YouTube. It's
so, like, everybody going out to fight the Civil War, make sure you're wearing a face mask.
Just make
because
sure
it protects you from all the bullets going into your face.
Yeah.
Make sure...
They're going to fight it with paintball guns,
and
dude.
also, when you're out there, please don't be screaming at each other, saying you hate each other for whatever reason, because it cuts down on COVID.
Yeah, so they're going to do that.
Yep. I think we just figured life out.
So it's going to be cool, man. It's going to be a good time. And, it's going to be fun, and it all starts tomorrow. Today.
Yeah, and who do you think you're voting for?
Probably still Kanye.
I want to vote Kanye. I think it'll be fun, interesting. At least I'm hoping, like, Kanye comes in, dude, we get a hip new fucking national anthem.
Yeah.
He changes it. He's like, we're done with this boring shit.
Oh, say. Can you see?
Yeah. All
the dawns are early light.
All of the freedom.
All of the lights.
All of the freedom in here. We're doing freedom. Yeah, dude. Kanye's going to change the game.
You know what we should do? You know what we should do after this podcast? We should take that beat from All of the Lights and take a well-sung national anthem and, like, dude, that's how we go viral.
I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow when Kanye wins and I can hear it on the 4th. I'm not gonna ruin that surprise for myself.
You know what I want? If Trump wins, I want him to make that song by Good Charlotte, the anthem. I want him to make that the national anthem.
What song?
This is the anthem. Throw all your hands up, yeah. Do wanna be just like you.
You're so cliche though. Do you like all those songs in the movies, like the epic ones? I was just watching the movie Here Comes the Boom.
Yeah.
You like that?
Like,
Here comes the boom.
Click, click, boom. Yeah. That was my walk-up
Did
song
you
in
like?
high school
Of
baseball,
course it
bro.
was.
Oh,
Did
dude.
you?
And then I'd strike
also,
out.
Also, fuck you. You also had a
Dude.
walk-up song. I didn't
There
even make
is-
it to the team.
There is nothing better
Yeah, than a
in
walk-up song.
than having a dope high school baseball walk-up song and then striking out.
That's why I do comedy in black rooms, because I get a walk-up song.
Yes, that's what it's all about, dude.
It's hype, dude. When you go to these white rooms and like, and your next comment, guys, start clapping your hands right now. Give it up for Justin Esmacher. And no one gives a fuck. And it's like, dude, go to a black room?
And then you go up there and you're
And then
like
you-
fucking
they're
dancing.
like,
They're
dude-
like, there's no music, and you're like, it's in my head, in my soul, Dad.
Go to
Let me fall
go
in
to,
my dreams,
You want to know why?
Dad.
You want to know why I do comedy
Mom.
down in Detroit?
Mom. Why? What's up?
You always got to step on me, don't you? Always.
Yep. I'm like AI.
You always think that your fucking bits, everything you say, it's always stepping on me. I can't do nothing. And then you do that shit. This isn't Marcus Loves Porn and Capitalism. It's called Real Open Mics of Hollywood. It's a team podcast. Even though you don't treat it like that, you still treat it like, this is Marcus Olin with Open Mics. There's not a
Oh, yeah.
co-host.
Can you hand me that little book? I want to go through the mics I did last week.
No.
Come on. Come on. Give the people what they want. This is what they've been sticking around for.
I don't think everybody that listens to the podcast never talks about your fucking time.
They always do. They're like, dude, Marcus, you keep
Hey,
so
Marcus,
much
did you
track.
work on any new bits this week?
I did.
No, I gotta get 60 minutes. I gotta do the same 5 to 10 minutes every place I go.
Dude, I got new jokes.
Did you try anything? Did you go off the deep end? Did you try anything a little?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I did. I got new jokes, dude.
What's the new joke? I want to hear a
I'm
new
not
joke.
telling them
I want to
on
hear a
here.
new joke, please.
Okay.
Please, I want to hear a new joke.
All right, here's
Because
the
I
new
know
joke.
I'm gonna hate
You
it.
want to hear this?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So, me and my girlfriend been dating for like 2.5 years, right? Thank you.
I'll give you the crowd work. I'll
Thank
give you the crowd work, Phil.
Appreciate it. We're both racist. But she's black, so she gets away with it. But I'm an asshole when I'm like, hey, we're running late. And she's like, oh, we're running late? White man, running late for your white man time, big fancy clock. We'll get there when we get there. And I'm like, yeah, when we get there, we're going to be fucking late.
Yeah.
That's the joke. So that's what I've been
like
working
it.
on.
I like it.
Thank you. So I did
I didn't know
15
you guys were
minutes.
both racist.
15 minutes at New Way.
I didn't know you guys were both racist.
Yeah, well now you do. So we did 15 minutes at New Way. I did 15 minutes at New Way. Then I did 6 minutes at Paradise. That was Monday. 6 minutes at Paradise Ultra Lounge on Tuesday. 7 minutes at Grizzlies down in Wyandotte. Shout out Tony Vasic on Wednesday. Thursday I did the triple. 3 mics. Parts and Labor. Shout out Brett Salfarino. 7 minutes. It's down in Melvindale. Did the Cringe Show. John McDonald's Cringe Show. Did not place. Didn't even finalize. Jenny won.
That's amazing.
Jenny won.
That's
She was
amazing.
the champion. Cringe
I'm
champ.
surprised because every time I listen to your comedy, I fucking cringe.
Well, you
dude.
should have been there. You could have voted for me. Then after, so here's what happened. Me and her did our set. We went up first and second.
Yeah.
Did our set. Then we drove up to Roke, Royal Oak Brewery. Did 5 minutes. I did 5 minutes. She did about 10 minutes. Then we drove back down to the Cringe Show
Yeah.
for the finals. Perfect timing. Got there right when the finals were starting. Jenny made the finals. She ended up winning.
You did that? You did that? I was wondering how
We
you
did
did
another
that.
mic and then
How
went back.
did you? Wow. Was
Perfect
That
timing.
wasn't even close, was it? Were they close?
About 10, 15
Oh,
minutes.
okay, so
they
it's
were about
doable.
15 minutes away. Then Friday, I went down to Tiffin, Ohio, and did a house show. Shout out Christian Miller.
Hey, shout out
25
Christian Miller.
minutes. Did 25
Marcus,
minutes there.
Marcus didn't want to book me on that. Doesn't ever say any.
And,
Hey, I don't. I'd like to do
pencil.
comedy some places with you. Fucking
You
asshole.
didn't even ask. I told
I
you
didn't
was
know
going,
there was a fucking place.
I told you I was going down to
Well, I
Ohio.
didn't want to invite myself because I didn't want to do the thing, and then you have to do the thing.
But you always
because I didn't
want to
hear you bitch.
You always invite yourself.
Yeah, and you always bitch, so I don't try
They
to
had
invite
drops.
myself.
You could have got up.
You're an asshole. Also, when you say these mics, I could be like, "Hey, I also did this at New
Yeah.
Way," but you just talk about your.
Well, you didn't write it down, so how would you know how much time you did?
I fucking can
so
remember.
70 minutes for the
can
week. Nice week. Great week. Did 70 minutes of stage time. Worked on some new jokes.
How good did you do? That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear how much minutes you did.
Okay. So
I did 70 minutes, so I'm good at
I did 15 minutes at New Way.
70
it
minutes
went all
could
right.
suck.
It was New Way. I did okay at New Way last week.
You asked me about my New
I had
Way
a-
set.
I had a guy.
I did New Way.
How'd you do? How'd it go?
I forget.
Yeah. So I got a
New Way did
compliment.
all right.
I got a compliment after my set from a dude in the bathroom.
Actually, New Way did so bad. I went so
Oh.
bad there. I did
Okay.
so bad.
So you bombed at New Way. Paradise Ultra Lounge.
hated it.
I didn't do very well. It was a rough crowd. I'll be honest. Paradise Ultra Lounge on Tuesday.
I did pretty well at Paradise.
Nice. I did Grizzlies on Wednesday.
All right, let's look at the dates because I got the dates recorded.
Wednesday.
Right here. I got the dates recorded. So
Wednesday at Grizzlies. I saw your set. You just yelled at that guy who wasn't listening to you.
Grizzlies. Shout out Tony Basic. I love you. I appreciate you giving us the spot. You can't.
I did all right.
You
I
can't
did my jokes.
You cannot do comedy at Grizzlies.
Yes, you can. I did it. Me and Jenny both did it. You know what we did? We ignored the people at the bar who were ignoring us, and we focused on the people looking at us.
I know, but I'm saying, did you get anything out of those?
Yes.
No, you fucking didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I can't
yes,
even
I did.
when I
yes,
go
I did.
when I go there, I can't even concentrate like on it. There's so many noises happening at once.
You got to fight through that. You got to fight through that and deliver the bits.
I'm fine, and I'm gonna deliver my bits when I want.
It's like
when
a
people want to hear
quarterback
it.
under pressure. You got to stand in there.
Yeah, you
take
stand
the
in
hit,
there.
make the
no,
throw.
you stand
You got to
in
make
there.
the pass.
You stand in there, and the whole fucking defensive line lines up and sticks dicks in your mouth, and you go, "Nope, these jokes are gonna work."
I still complete the pass.
And you don't
complete the pass.
No, you don't complete the pass.
I get the pass off. I don't get sacked.
You complete, but no, you do.
You get
sacked
You
with
get
nuts
sacked.
in the ass. You bend over and you let the crowd do whatever the fuck they want. And you're like, no, guys, this is new bits that you need to hear. They're really good. Yet no one gives one fuck what you're saying at Grizzlies.
So that was Wednesday. Thursday, Parts and Labor, I did okay. Cringe show, like I said, I didn't do great. Rogue, I killed that show. I did very well at Rogue. I did. I'll be honest. I'll play it for you.
I don't never play it. Don't disrespect me like that.
Dude,
ever.
you were okay. First of all, you were the one who used to want to play the shit on the podcast. Remember, we were like, we should play.
I did,
podcast,
but you want to do it. You want to do it after. We can listen to it now.
Oh,
I'm not gonna fucking listen to your shit after when the camera's off.
Oh, okay.
And you want to waste my time?
Tiff and House show, I did pretty well.
Hey, you can talk to me about this. I had a big Thursday too. But
oh, did you?
I also
How was
did
your
comedy.
Thursday?
Yeah,
How was it?
Thanks for asking. I did comedy on Thursday.
I can't tell because you don't have it in a notebook. So
yeah, because I'm not a fucking loser. I'm not a fucking nerd.
You are a loser.
I'm not a nerd, dude.
Yeah, because you're a loser. I'm a winner because I'm a nerd, dude. And I won a contest.
You don't even write how good you keep a journal, but you just write 15 minutes. Yeah. That's all you keep this journal for is minutes.
Yeah, minutes.
You don't say how good you do.
I know how well I did.
You don't write any notes. You just say I did 15 minutes. I did all right.
What am I supposed to write? I did good at this, Mike.
I mean, you wrote down that you did 15 minutes. That's how. Yeah. That's how OCD
so I know
you
how
have.
much time I did. I want to know how much time I did.
OCD.
Yeah, it's OCD.
And the thing is, that's what I said. You never
competitive disorder.
You don't. Yeah.
Competitive disorder.
You never base your comedy off of how good you did or whatever. You just base it on minutes. That's why.
No, I don't base it on minutes.
That's why your jokes are your jokes. Because you want more minutes. I just figured it out.
That's why my jokes are my jokes?
That's why you keep making such simple little jokes, because you made a full joke. So you're like, oh, I can say this for more time.
I write jokes that I think are funny. I write them in a way.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
I mean, I just made you laugh with a new joke on the podcast.
No, because that was real life.
And it was funny. And I made it a joke. I made it a joke.
Say one of your other jokes, because I bet it's not. I bet it's an actually made-up joke. Tell me one of your made-up jokes.
My phone's fucking dead.
I want to hear a made-up joke.
I'm trying to think what the other
one
joke
that you
was.
wrote that doesn't have life experience. You just did it because you saw it on Twitter or South Park.
Okay.
Which is basically your whole set.
Hey, what do you call an Italian cop? A guinea pig.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching the podcast.
Like that shit. So on Thursday.
Hey, that murdered on Friday, by the way.
Somebody finally
the house.
Somebody from the 1980s there that understood the reference.
They had a pet guinea pig, so they loved it.
That doesn't mean they. Oh yeah, so they didn't still get the joke.
They laughed.
Because that term has not been used in years, man.
I'm bringing racism back.
So Thursday, I had a pretty good Thursday though.
Yo, fucking guineas don't know how to act. How's your Thursday? How'd you do?
I did good.
Nice.
I had a good Thursday, actually.
Cool.
So I went to Boogie's Hookah Lounge. Mm-hmm. I went up first. We started a little late. It was a little later crowd. He set it up, though, different. There's nice. It's so people could sit in there more.
Okay.
But, they brought in more chairs, and then I guess. But it was also close to Halloween, so.
Okay.
Anyway, good amount of people. I did like 8 minutes.
Wow.
I did about 8 minutes. Did pretty well.
Did about 8 minutes.
I got told I looked like Taylor Swift.
Wow.
If Taylor Swift was a guy.
Yeah.
It's a compliment. Also, shout out Taylor Swift. She's cute as hell, and thank you.
Not as a guy.
I'm cute.
Comment.
You're gonna get
comment.
You're gonna get hot AF, dude.
Comment.
So then I did that, man, and then I had to rush over
You're
to
a pretty
Brett's
hot
room.
ass fucker. That's what you are.
See, like that. Just you switch to one word.
Yep.
And you feel accomplished.
I am accomplished.
So anyway.
Amazon Prime special. Dude, I was on EJ's podcast yesterday. We were talking shit about
You did EJ's podcast? You know, fuck y'all, man.
Okay.
Why did you do EJ's podcast and I was not asked, huh?
Because he asked Jenny to do it. Because he wanted a Jenny episode.
EJ,
and I was
I'm fucking hurt, bro. I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
I wasn't even supposed to be on it. But I was her ride, so she asked if I could be on it. And he was like, all right. I knew you would be butthurt about that. I knew that was coming.
I was still finishing my story, and then I gave you to step over my toes about how you did somebody else's podcast.
Well, we were talking shit, yeah. Okay.
Were you talking shit? Go ahead. No, finish your story, because I wasn't talking.
Okay. No,
finish. No, talk.
It's fine.
Talk.
We were talking shit about a lot of stuff, but it's, it'll come out.
You'll probably want to put it on like all the podcasts, because no one's gonna listen because you were on it.
Got him.
Tell me what you were talking about, since I don't fucking care about my story anymore.
He was talking shit about the Amazon Prime special.
Good job, BJ. No, wait, I'm still mad at you. I'm still mad at you.
Okay, so Thursday you did Boogie's Room.
I want to hear what he said.
He just was talking about the production and the sound and shit.
Oh, he wasn't talking shit about your comedy?
No.
Oh, I'm back on hating EJ. It's good.
Okay, so you bombed at Boogie's Room and then you went over and bombed at Brett's room. How did Thursday go?
I had to go over.
Someone said you looked like Taylor Swift
at Boogie's Room.
Wow.
And then I went and I had to lay into her for a little bit.
Yeah.
The DJ of course played me a song I never heard by Biggie.
Yeah.
And I did a thing about Garth
Was it
Brooks.
Juicy?
No.
Oh.
I was like, I think I know that song. I think I know that. I think I know that.
I was like, what was it? What was it? His biggest hit? He played me this Eminem song I never heard. It was called "Lose Yourself." I was like, what?
Also, no, but the "Sky's the Limit" by Biggie's my favorite song.
Oh.
Where it starts up and it's about a fucking 2-minute intro and it's like, I know, baby, sky's the limit. And it comes in, bing, ding, 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 and he's like, this song is dedicated to my homie who made it. And he's like, who came up with the saying, classy, ashy to classy, something like that.
Ashy to classy. Okay.
That's a good song.
So
I love
he
that
brought
song.
you up to a Biggie song that you didn't know.
And I just called him out on it because it was a weird beat. It didn't really, it was like too bassy. Like I couldn't really hear the beat. Anyway, I called him out. I said, why don't you just give me a good song like Garth Brooks? I told you anything by Garth Brooks. And everybody's like, he's white.
See, this is why I just track the minutes, because nobody cares about he brought me up to the wrong song, and I was like,
I was just saying what happened. It was fun.
My fans know they want to hear about the times. They don't want to hear about what happened. They want to know how much
That's
time
why
did you
your
do?
fans,
fans
don't care about.
My fans
I did
are
like
nerds,
8.
bro.
Okay, I did 8. Okay, you want the exact timestamp? Here we go.
8 minutes and 32 seconds.
What day was Thursday?
See?
The 29th?
No notebook, no organization.
8:48.
You don't even know, bro.
It's dated, dude.
Okay. Yeah, but you don't know what date is what? That's cool. No, that's not even it. It's the 29th. It's fine. You know your dates. I'm Rain Man over here. 29th, that was a Thursday.
I did 8 minutes and 48 seconds.
Nice.
And then after that, I had to say bye to all my fans at the Hookah Lounge.
Yeah.
Made some new fans, of course, as always.
Yeah.
And then I had to rush over to Brett's room, dude. And then Brett and Kara Karachi was up. And then he's like, you're up after. I was like, hell yeah. That's what's great about showing up late to places. They're like, you're on next. I'm like, that's what I like.
Yeah.
I feel important, but really I'm just the last asshole that showed up.
Yep.
And Brett looks at me and he's like, dude, do how much every time you want. So I did 18 minutes.
Wow. 18?
Yeah, it was fun.
You did 18
18
minutes?
in front of 3 people. Wow.
How'd that go?
It was good. We all had a lot of fun, I think. Everybody had a lot of fun. I filtered in some new shit, did some crowd work.
New shit?
New shit.
Whoa. Hit me with it. What's the new joke?
It's basically, I say...
someone said I didn't get Taylor Swift, and I was like, yeah, it's nice.
Did you hear it already?
Yeah. You posted it. You put out a clip.
Yeah.
You put in the text. It just said inaudible.
That was Shia LaBeouf's new movie with his act.
Oh, wait, you were in that movie? I didn't know I was with a superstar.
Dude, that's how...
Wow.
The newest thing I got is that I'm so old I pee twice. Ah! You wouldn't know, man. You're too young for that shit.
You pee
And
twice?
you also don't drink any water.
You pee twice?
But yeah, like it's like you pee and then you're like,
I gotta pee again?
yeah, I'm pretty sure I just peed while I'm peeing again.
I do that with pooping.
I forget. With poop, yeah, no, that's because you eat. No, that's because you eat 8 Taco Bell items in one sitting. You disgusting piece of shit.
Nah, this is a couple cities.
You're the reason why Americans. See, you Germans came over, infiltrated our country.
Yeah. You know what
and
happened?
then you started eating all our fast food and then blamed it on us, but you're the ones getting fat.
So it wasn't in one sitting. I ate and then I laid
and
down.
that was your dessert.
I laid down and then I got up and then I ate some more and then I laid down again.
Did you eat
then
while
I got
laying
up.
down? Did you eat while laying down?
No. I'm not a porpoise.
Are you? You can sit up like one of them fancy walruses at the zoo.
Arr,
You can sit up all you're like one of them
Yeah.
at the zoo. They trained them.
Yeah,
we all go
dude.
see Marcus the fucking walrus.
Marcus the Walrus, dude. That's my stage name.
Marcus the walrus.
But I gotta have a different. I can't be Marcus. I want to be Wally the Walrus.
No, Marcus the walrus.
I live at the Detroit Zoo. This is gonna be every open mic now. I'm Wally the Walrus.
No, why can't you be Marcus the walrus?
Because then they'll know I'm Marcus.
No one's gonna know you. No one remembers.
Dude,
your
the
name.
government's gonna remember my name because they want me to sign it on a list, bro.
I honestly like. How are they gonna like make it a thing for people to turn in the fucking names?
Businesses have if businesses don't track it, they're gonna fine them $200 and up to 6 months in jail.
That's a lot. That's for real.
Yep,
What? Who's collecting it? Do they have to mail it in?
the government. We'll just send people around and be like, "Hey, New Way, do you guys have your shit? You guys don't have your papers? Do you have your papers? New Way, do you have your papers? Do you know who used to do that? Papers?
was that?
Do you have your papers?
Shit, I don't
Yeah,
even
you don't
know.
have the papers?
You don't. Oh,
That's
and
what
then,
the Nazis did.
Oh. Whoa! Is it?
This bitch.
See, look look what your cousins did. Your cousins started
They
some
ain't
shit,
my
and now the
cousins.
Americans are
They ain't my
adapting it.
cousins.
Thanks, jerk. Thanks, Marcus.
Do you have your papers? You don't have the papers that tracked all the people that came in the bar?
Are you hiding?
Oh!
Are you hiding any peoples in the basement you didn't put on the list?
You don't have a list
We
of
need
the
to
people?
check the basement.
You've seen Inglourious Bastards, right?
Yeah.
You know the opening scene?
I can't remember.
It's when the head Nazi guy, he goes to the French farm and he sits down with the farmer.
Yeah, that
And
scene.
he's
That
like-
scene is.
and he starts
intense.
writing down the names, right? He's writing down, okay, you have this name and this name, and how old am I? Oh, 9 years. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Just a thought. I don't know. When you start writing names down, I don't know. Just saying. It's kind of weird. Oh, you don't have all the names of the people who came to the bar. Oh.
Wait a sec.
I think we will have to throw you in jail, a.k.a. a camp, yeah? Ooh, 6 months? Ooh. Throw you in the jailhouse.
Question.
happening, bro?
Question.
What?
Question. This is crazy to think.
Yeah.
The world went to war because Hitler started some shit. And now we're adapting
Yeah.
kind of that is what you're saying. And then, but we started a war because of it. And then we're going to do what we said not to do.
Yeah. But
Just like the war on drugs. While we got crackheads running the CEOs.
Yeah.
You know,
They wanted
to shut down the weed.
They want to protect you from drugs initially, but now they want to protect you from this virus that you're not going to die from. You're not going to die from coronavirus. You won't die from coronavirus. But someone might die. If you get it, you might spread it to someone who 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 might spread it, and that person's going to die. Did you know people die?
So you're trying
Did you know people die? But if you give us all your information, you might help people not die. Maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly. Probably not. You might actually result in your own death because now we know where you are and then we'll come and kill you.
And then the good thing is, but also, did you know the thing they're going to plant inside us to track us, right? I heard.
Yeah.
They want to. That's going to help cure it. So I think we're okay.
Yeah.
So
It's
after
all
we
good.
get the thing inside our bodies,
Just tell them where you live. Just tell them where you live. Just just tweet your credit card information, your social security. Just put it all out there because then they can stop COVID. Just give up all your freedoms and then COVID will go away.
you know, when you,
You know
say
what-
it like
you know what
that,
spreads-
when
you know
you
what
say it like
spreads
that,
COVID?
it sounds safe.
You know what spreads COVID the most? Freedom. Freedom spreads COVID. It's a terrible thing to have.
You know what?
Freedom needs to be
You
taken
know what?
away to stop the spread of COVID.
And-
because if you have too much freedom, you have too much COVID, and then
Yeah.
people might die.
Or if you're smart, you just have a gun you can shoot.
Yourself.
Corona.
Well, if you have corona,
Bullets
you should shoot
kill
yourself.
corona or that.
Yeah. And if you don't have corona, you're probably going to shoot yourself because you're locked in your house trying to stop spread of corona. You know what doesn't kill people? Staying in their house. Nobody's ever died in their house. Did you know that? You can't die in your own house. You cannot die in your house.
You can't?
You can't. It's impossible to die in your own house. That's why they want you to stay, because they don't want you to die. Because the government loves you. They love you so much that they want to know where you live and where you go all the time. They're like an abusive girlfriend or mom. They're literally the mom. Gretchen Whitmer is literally the mom who's like, tell me when you get there. Okay? And then call me, just tell me, I just want to know where you are. I'm just worried. Just tell me where you are all the time. Oh, and you're a child star, give me all your money too. Wow. Just tell me where you are. Are you at your friend's house?
Yeah, I was. You're going to go to a camp now.
Yeah. Go to a camp.
So you're trying to say COVID
is racist. It's racist, by the way, too. COVID is racist. It's racist, and you need to stay in your house. Freedom spreads it, and you're racist. Did you know all those things? It's crazy, dude. All this shit, dude. It's fucking nuts.
This is fun. This has been fun.
Are we done? Are we done? Are you ending the podcast? Oh my God. I went so long that you ended the podcast. That's a win for me. I'm
you have your own podcast about the shit that you talk about on this podcast?
Huh? I know. I'm just saying we ended up talking about this shit because it was interesting.
I wasn't saying. I liked it. I appreciate it. I'm terrified.
Yeah, you should.
I wasn't going to end the podcast. I was going to
maybe
end it with some. I was going to maybe start going into the outro.
Oh,
start recapping things.
Sure.
But now that thought's gone because again.
Sorry, I ruined.
Stepped on my toes. You know, there's only so much.
You didn't have such big
fucking
feet.
There's only so many bones in your feet, Marcus, and I think I'm down to my last 3. So please, let those last 3.
What do you wear? Size 12s?
No, thank you though.
It's funny. You got like 11 and a half.
I got 10 and a half or 11s, depending on the shoes.
Nike's,
but Nike's, I'm like a fucking 12. It's weird. Nike shoes. You know what's funny about Nike shoes? I've never really bought a Nike shoe. None of them are very comfortable, but they're also none of the sizes.
You know why?
Whatever model it is, are never the same size.
You know why?
You're gonna say some racist shit. Why?
Because they make them for the Asians and the smaller feet.
Do you think?
See, when you buy a Nike 11, it's a Riri a 12.
God damn it!
Nobody watched this far into the podcast.
Yeah, they did.
They did?
I hope so.
Sorry.
You know, really, what happens? I'm trying to figure it out. How do you just take it to the next level? We'd probably need a mixing board thing. I mean, we do have a mixing board, guys. This is not just one microphone. You want to put my dad on the podcast?
Nah. I feel bad if we do that. I don't want to do that. I feel like a dick. You want to? I don't know. Let's just wrap it up.
He would say some cool shit. My dad loves us. He supports.
Fine.
You want to get the number 1 pod? Here. We got the speaker. Hey, Dad, what's up? You're live here with Marcus and Justin. We're recording Real Open Mics of Hollywood. Just to let you know, I wanted to answer it, give you a shout out because you're one of our biggest fans.
Yeah, I'm the biggest fan, and I'm trying to get online with my fucking neurologist here. And, of course, this fucking technology, which you guys all think is the best fucking thing in the world, isn't working.
Yeah. Well, it's working now, and the technology is actually putting you on our podcast.
Okay. The it says, now, of course, it's not even on the page that it was on.
I can't even put it on the podcast. So people just feel so sad. All right. What are you trying to do?
No idea what any of that shit means.
Okay. If you're on your
phone,
phone,
my fucking phone is what I'm using, and it didn't say, "Are you using your fucking phone?"
You're using an Apple device.
iOS,
of course. That's what everybody calls their fucking phone is an iOS. Why didn't I know that? That's so fucking retarded of me. It's like call fucking tape measure a fucking measuring device or something. What the fuck, Stupid. I'm fucking retarded. Well, now I'm fucked. I gotta redo everything here because I went off the page. Now nothing's on there. I gotta let you go, Justin, because now I gotta try and re-enter. I'm not even sure if I'll get through to the fucking guy now.
Okay.
Bye.
That was awesome.
I felt so
with
bad.
the fucking thing. That's how I feel all the time,
My dad does not like
dude.
technology. Yeah, sometimes I get in those modes though. Like I understand technology enough, but when it doesn't work, like example, I was in my car the other day and I accidentally, I went to forget some Bluetooth things to like because I needed to get into a new. I had to redo it.
Yeah.
I accidentally deleted. I forgot my car. Right. I know how to connect my phone to my car and I know how it should work.
Yeah.
So I went in my car and I'm like, find it.
Yep.
Both things are on pair.
Yep.
Now it's 5 minutes later.
Nothing.
Can't find it.
Yep.
Can't find it. Doing the same thing. And then all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, it just decided to work. I was so fucking... It almost ruined my fucking night.
You know why? Because the government was trying to hook up to it.
Ah.
Yeah. That's what sucks about your car. The government can just shut your car down whenever they want.
Don't say that. Is that for real? Stop. Shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah.
Why do you freak me out like this, man? Is that real?
Yeah.
You're fucking with me.
No.
So I'm just driving, and then they Fast and Furious Tokyo. I mean, Too Fast, Too Furious, the gun. They shoot
Not
it.
even the gun, just the computer. They hack into your car and they shut it down.
Well, why don't they do that when they're fucking doing a high-speed chase?
They do now if it's a new car. You haven't seen that Cadillac commercial? Look at this.
No. I want to see a car where it's like, oh shit, he's on the run. And then they're just like, nope. That would save on cop things and reckless abandonment. I don't think the cops would want that to happen. Like, well, then how are we supposed to chase cars and have fun? Cadillac, no barriers.
Look at this.
This is not a commercial. Oh, it's a stolen vehicle. That's what they're trying to help. Oh, that...
Mr. Grantham, this is OnStar. The police have your vehicle.
Yeah, OnStar.
What?
So if you have OnStar in your car, they can just shut it down. If whatever you have with your Ford, right? It's the same thing. They can just go in and shut it down.
That was scary.
That should be scary as fuck to you. Yes.
Well, I didn't look at it like if you wouldn't have said that and then like I watched it, I wouldn't have thought of it that way because they're not selling it as a way of like we can get in your fucking car. They're selling. Well, OnStar's always been there.
Same thing with the names on the list of the
OnStar's
bar. They're selling it as we're helping the spread of COVID, but really they know where you are now.
But OnStar's always like they've been in cars for a while now. I think they could have done that. But the way they sold that shit, they're like, my car's stolen. It's about to hit a kid, even though the guy was not driving it like he fucking stole the car. He was doing the speed limit.
He was driving it like he is an actor in a commercial.
Yeah, he was driving it almost like, and it was a nice name.
Yeah.
Cadillac say, how do we, who was it for, Cadillac or OnStar?
It was, OnStar is owned by GM, which owns Cadillac. So it's all integrated. It's all one thing. But yeah, no, it's basically, they can, I remember my uncle telling me about this. He's, because I was like, dude, why don't you have a newer car? And he was like, well, the new cars, they can shut down whenever they want. No,
so he's also a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, he's he's way bigger. He's like German Alex Jones.
Really?
He has no internet access at his house.
We should call him.
Yeah, I mean, it's about 10 at night, 10:30 at night there.
Great, he's probably drunk.
He's not, he doesn't drink. He quit smoking cigarettes.
Also, now he's
You know what? He just chills at home. He watches his TV. He watches his old movies.
This is your uncle?
My uncle, yeah. He watches his old movies.
Oh my! It's one of those houses where you go in it VHS tape still.
He's got VHS tapes.
I have VHS tapes, but I don't have a VHS player anymore.
he has a
I think we have one in the basement. I don't even think you can connect them.
You know, I never saw. What was the show with Al Bundy? What was that show called?
I know it too.
Married with Children.
Oh, that's a good show. I would like that show more now. I like it more now as an adult. When you're young, you can't understand like comedies.
Yeah.
Comedies back then, dude, were fucking great. When you're older and you watch this shit, you're like, oh, now I understand why this is famous. Because it's hilarious. Al just... Have you ever... The scene when Al yells at the lady in the shoe store? The fat lady?
Yeah.
That is the best.
So I had never seen or heard of that show until I was over at my uncle's house and he put it on in German, dubbed over in German.
Oh, how is that? That has
Hilarious.
to be...
It was amazing.
It's really deadpan. Is it more deadpan with the German accent?
It's not more... Because you still have the laugh track in there. So it's still got that, like, I'm an American sitcom feel to it, but it's just dubbed over and the mouth doesn't line up and stuff. So, but Yeah, so he showed me that. But yeah, he's a cool guy.
Who was you related to? Your dad or your mom?
My mom. He's my mom's brother. He lives over
Also-
in Germany, so he's chilling over there.
You think your German side's definitely your dominant side, don't you? Over your American side? The way you think, maybe?
I don't know about it. It's a little bit of both. I got a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
The real thing is, have you been practicing your trumpet since the last episode?
No. Not at all. 0%.
Man, so you're saying your freestyle will be even better this time?
I'm not freestyling. I'm not trumpeting. No more trumpet.
Why?
Trumpet bad.
The trumpet outro was great.
Trumpet bad. Trumpet spreads COVID.
Yeah.
Can't have band class, dude. Dude, it's such horseshit with all this fucking bullshit.
Yeah, so what
man.
is happening now? Can we go out tonight or can we not?
Yeah, we're going out. We're doing it, dude. New Way. We're going to New Way.
They've
going to New Way.
They've already tried the. Oh, you know what?
Hey, government. We're going to New Way tonight, so don't make me put my name on a list. I'm at New Way, okay? I'm at New Way.
Also, if you're going to control us, can you give me some money? You don't want me to work, but you also don't want me to go out and you want me to put my name. What is going on?
They want to kill everybody. They don't want
Well,
people.
the thing is, I want some money if you're going to kill me. Can I get some money?
They hate people. They hate people.
I didn't know they hated people. I thought they were for us.
No, they hate people. This
Our
is what
government's for the people. That's why we're voting for two people, man.
No.
Yes.
No.
We get to vote Biden or Trump.
This is what Alex Jones was trying to talk about, and Joe Rogan kept shutting him down because he's compromised by Spotify, all right? They bought him out. He's now an alien lizard person. He's bought out completely. He's compromised.
You're a big
now,
fan to say
Alex
that about your
Jones,
man.
it's sorry it happened, all right? Tom Brady is the same thing. When he left New England, he's no longer an American citizen. He's now a corporate shill or whatever the fuck. Okay? It's the same thing. Here's what's happening. Alex Jones was trying to point out that this government, this New World Order is trying to get rid of people. They're doing it with cash, getting rid of cash first. So now they can track everyone. Because once they track everyone, then they can slowly kill. Because they can't just go out and start murdering people.
Would they do that, though?
No, they do it
If they
slowly.
could?
They're going to give you a vaccine that's going to kill you.
Yeah, so now...
They're gonna take away all your research. They're gonna say you can't go to work, but we're not gonna pay you. So they're
Question.
gonna starve people to death. They're gonna make people so desperate that they might kill themselves. That's a win for them. If you kill yourself, win for the government. If you kill someone else, win for the government. And they get to throw you in jail and kill you in jail too. They're gonna kill everybody.
Question. So like now, so the vaccine thing, like when we were younger, to get rid of the stuff, you think this vaccine, honestly, so now there's so much shit talking about the vaccines, it's worried because you're saying it's going to kill us.
Yeah.
But they want us to take it. So, but we also, I don't think you're going to get to say no, right? They're going to track us down and give us it, right?
Ideally, they won't let you say no to them. For them, ideally, no. They will make you
so
take
also,
it.
do I have to drive in to get the vaccine or what's going to happen? Like,
Well, what they're
know?
doing, you know what they're doing in England right now?
what?
They're using the military to go and test everybody. Yeah, fun stuff, right? That's coming here, baby. You're going to have military knocking on your door saying, you got to take a COVID test. And if you test positive, you got to come with us.
Oh, and then you get the Oh, that's real?
Oh, yeah.
That's not real,
That's
dude.
so real.
That's so fucking
So
scary.
real,
Nuh-uh.
dude. The government's going to knock on you. Yeah, it says you have COVID. You got to come with us. Sorry. We got to isolate all the COVID people, right? You have COVID, you got to come with us.
So then they're going to get isolated with all the COVID people.
Yeah.
And then it's going to get a stronger COVID or whatever. Those people are going to just
so
get...
now you're going to have to
So then
hide
they're
people
probably
with
going to
COVID
die.
in your house.
So they're probably going to die because...
Yeah, of course they're going to die.
Well, they said there's different levels of COVID, right? You can have a okay one or you can have a really bad one.
There's no such thing as COVID,
So,
but
but
they
now
say
if you
there's
get-
different levels.
Yes. Have you ever seen... I know it's a movie and it's a comic book, but Kingsman...
Did I see Kingsman?
It's the second one. It's the Kingsman. It's the second version of the Kingsman.
I don't know if I
Well,
saw
it's
the
a comic
first
book.
one.
The first one, it's about a secret military in England. They save the world.
I might have seen
The first one, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I saw
Kingsman,
the
the first one, is about phones, which they're doing with phones now. That just blew my mind because you know what they do in first Kingsman? I'll tell you. So this is what happens in Kingsman 1. Kingsman 1, which is a comic book, I think. Anyway, Samuel L. Jackson's a bad guy who's a multi-billionaire, like some other people in the world, and he's a multi-billionaire. He owns tech companies. So what he's gonna do is he goes, "Hello, England," or wherever the fuck he is, and he goes, "We're gonna give you a new phone that is free of charge. You get free calling, free texting, free internet, free everything. The best internet with the best service.
Yeah.
We'll give it to you for free
Yep.
on this date."
Yep.
Then everybody goes and gets a phone. And you know what they do with the phone? He has a special frequency that goes into people's minds, makes people go crazy, and then kill other people or themselves, or their heads just blow up, right?
Yep.
So that
That's exactly
happens.
what's happening
So
now.
that happens, and then everybody does it. And then you know what happens? It's like New Year's Eve. All the rich people go to this hidden place in a fucking mountain with an airstrip, fly into a mountain, into a in a cave. They're all surviving the apocalypse, where all the people in the world that are poor
Yep.
kill themselves to them.
Yep.
So that's how they save the world. Because free cell phones, which everybody's getting 5G now, right? So then the second movie, everybody gets a virus. They're gonna implant a virus.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that exactly what happened?
Oh, that's how they get the virus. I think through drugs.
Yeah.
They release a new drug, and then if you do it,
Like a vaccine,
yeah,
basically.
and then also the vaccine. They only had like a special vaccine. It was only a certain amount made,
Yeah.
unless a certain thing was met.
Yeah. Isn't it weird how they're just like, dude, just trust us. We clearly have your
But
best
the
interests
weird
in
thing
mind.
is, we're watching these fictional movies, and then all of a sudden we're in the real world, and I'm like, wait, am I watching a fictional fucking movie?
It's real, dude. They wanna control you, they wanna track you, and they wanna kill you. They want to kill you. If they can.
I feel
Because
like
the rich people don't like traffic either.
you know what's gonna
They've
happen.
realized there's too many people.
Yeah, we're gonna get one listen, and it's gonna be the government this week. We're gonna die.
They're already listening, dude. They're listening through the Xbox and the phone.
And you think they're probably laughing right now, like, look at these kids trying to prove a point. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, they're just shadow ban the podcast. That's why we don't get listens. We tell the truth, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We
We're
tell the
shadow
truth.
banned.
We're shadow banned. It's not because we suck.
Yeah, it's because the government doesn't want you to hear what we're saying.
Yeah. They don't. They don't.
So if you hear this, tell your friend, 'cause they need to hear it.
They want you to watch Rachel Ray.
Ew.
They want you to sit at home and get fat.
Ew.
Do internet challenges for TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they want. And they just, they just want to control you, dude. That's all they want to do, man. And they're
Remember the
just
good old
doing it
days?
more.
Remember the good old days when you couldn't get on Facebook unless you had a college account? When it was, hey man,
But then they realize they can use Facebook
yeah.
to control you. They do that with all this shit, dude. And that's why now it's like, dude, bro. Now, I guarantee you, first of all, it's different in England because people in England are probably, versus Americans, I don't think Americans are as willing to be like, yeah, the government can totally just come and then take the military and test people house to house. Americans are not as down for that as people in Europe. Because Americans have a different mentality. We're different. We came to America. We're crazy people. All right?
Oh, so
they're not going to be able to do this
okay,
shit.
yeah, this is normal.
I think it's
What are they
easier.
doing with
It's
the people
easier.
that test COVID there?
I don't know, but they're just they're tracking it now,
Okay.
and they're saying stay in your house. But I mean, think about it. It's like, dude, if you test positive for COVID,
Yeah.
now you're not allowed to go do shit.
Yeah, are you not?
You're not supposed to, and I understand the idea of like, look, if you're sick, you're not supposed to go out and do stuff. But if you get a false positive, like Matt Stafford, quarterback for the Lions, he tested positive for coronavirus, and then a couple days later, they're like, it's false. He doesn't have it. His test came back wrong, which happens. No testing's perfect, but it's like, so a false positive will fuck you over. It means you can't go to work. It means you can't go do what you want to do. Can't see people you want to see. Blah, 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 blah. And you know the best part? Here's what I think happens. If you test positive and it's a false positive, and then it comes back 3 days later that you don't really have COVID, they keep that number. They're still like, that was a COVID case. They don't take it off the numbers. So those numbers are like 8 million people have tested positive for COVID. Yeah, but how many of those people were false positives? How many of those people didn't die? Oh, most of them. Okay, cool. 8 million positive tests, right? 8 million positive tests.
Do you think this is like
200
the tester just come back like you dip it in water and it's a different color? Like,
It's
they had like
something
something
like
like you
that.
buy from the dinosaur and you stick it in, it's red or green, and you're like, oh, I got red this time. Do you
Yep.
think that's what they're doing? And they're like, oh no.
I mean, it's not that, but yeah, basically they just do it. They
You
test you, and it comes back, and if it comes back positive, you're on a list, and if it comes back negative, then you're lucky. But
Do you think that some of this, a lot of people don't want to believe in conspiracy shit, right? Because this conspiracy shit, all the stuff that you've said to me, or the real shit, it's so
shit.
fucking scary.
Yeah.
People just call it a conspiracy because they're like, there's no way it could be real because That's fucking insane.
It is
Is that why
insane.
they call it a conspiracy thing? Because they don't
They
want
try
to
to
believe it?
discredit. Yeah, they don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe
And
it.
then
Like, you want to believe in Santa Claus because it's happy. You don't want to believe in this shit because it's scary. But it's like, dude, this is the real shit. Santa's not real. If you don't want to believe in it because it's scary, it's probably true. It's scarier to you because it's like, it could totally be true. It could totally be possible. And it's like, yes, the president's kid is smoking crack and getting away with it. Yes, all the politicians are bought out by corporations. And yes, they're going to track you. And yes, they're going to try and kill you. And yes, they're going to put it in the guise of saving you. That's how they do it. That's how it always happens. Government lies to you. People are pieces of shit. And if they're in charge, they're going to lie to you and cheat you and try to take over. That's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what people do. People are not good people. What the fuck? So
I just don't understand how Biden is. We're still voting. Like, he's the guy you have to either vote for him or Trump. That's basically it, right? I mean, there are other choices, but let's be real, I guess, which sucks.
yeah.
He's the person trying to run for president, like run our country,
Yeah.
but he can't. But his family's fucked. Like, he can't even get his son off crack.
Yeah.
And his son's getting run by
His brother, Joe Biden's brother, has taken money from foreign governments.
Yeah, so why the fuck why does he get to be there?
Because he gets to be there. Because he's
blows my mind.
He's
It blows
been
my mind.
a senator for 20 plus years.
That's great.
That's the highest branch of the legislature.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
some
sweet.
of the highest people in government.
And that's why they all made the thing too, where like if you're gonna have a certain job, you get so many years. Or some people were, what is it, the judge system, the judicial system, where you can't get out unless you die.
Yeah.
So you got all these old fucks who know nothing new because they're set in their ways. So the government, it's pretty sweet how they don't give a shit.
It's rigged
about
against.
us.
It's rigged against the people.
But then they call it for the people.
Yeah, and then, they're gonna kill you.
They're really gonna kill us.
They're gonna try. They're gonna kill people who don't follow the rules.
Serious? You think that's for real?
Do you know what the Holocaust was?
I do. That's what I was going to call COVID. I'm like, so COVID is the...
So the Holocaust, people always say 6 million Jews got killed in the Holocaust. True. Do you know how many total people got killed from the Holocaust?
No.
12 million. So where did those other 6 million came from?
Yeah, where did they come from?
Political prisoners. If you didn't agree with Hitler, he threw you in jail. If you were gay, he threw you in jail. If you were retarded, he threw you in jail. If he didn't like you, he threw you in jail. If you were Jewish, too. So they just killed people because they wanted to. It wasn't just Jewish people. That's who they used as the scapegoat first.
And what was Hitler's plan for it? What did he just wanted to make it look like what people wanted? Like he wanted...
He sold them on this idea of like this perfect Germany, but in order to get this perfect Germany, you had to completely his idea of virus was Jews. He said Jews were the virus.
That's what I was gonna say.
So he get rid of the Jews, we get rid of the virus, all right? But in his mind, people who were political opposition to him, well, they're just as bad as Jews, so throw them. Gay people just as bad. Fucking retarded people just as bad. So he threw them all in prison camps and killed them all. And they're going to do the same thing with COVID. They're going to be like, if you have COVID, you're bad. You have COVID, we don't want you to spread it, so we're going to protect you. They're going to kill you from it. That's the same thing they did with New York Governor Cuomo. Whitmer did the same thing. If you're an elderly person and you tested positive for COVID, they're like, well, we can't say you can't go to the nursing home. Yeah, but if you go to a nursing home with COVID, you're going to spread it to all the old people and they're all going to die. That's what happened. And both of them signed orders that said you can't deny people from going into a nursing home because they're old and they have COVID. So
that's so, man.
That killed a bunch of people. They did that. This same bitch who now wants to know if I'm at an open mic or not. It's terrible, dude. It's fucking a disaster, dude. And that's why tomorrow is going to be so interesting because it's like no matter what happens, both sides are going to be pissed. Yeah. Both sides are going to go at it, and it's going to be interesting, dude. So last podcast before the end of the world.
Remember when Hillary was running, and they had the cameras on both parties, and her party was all decked out like she was going to fucking win, and they're like Donald Trump, and
they all cried. It was hilarious. I jerk off to that sometimes. It's so funny.
It's just so funny too because of like how like people like it was all set up. It was just the satire. Would it be satire?
No, it was fake, dude. It was straight up fake because they wanted you to think that there was an actual election, and they were gonna be like, "Well, Hillary's gonna win," and then we're gonna because the whole government, the whole deep state, all that shit.
You're going into a whole nother thing again.
They all wanted Hillary because they can control Hillary. They want Biden because they can control Biden. They wanted Whitmer because they can control Whitmer. They want all these people because they can control them. They can't control Trump. That's why they've been trying to get him out for 4 years.
Oh, so...
And they're trying to get him out this year again.
So you're saying I should vote Trump?
No. Vote for whoever you want to vote for, but they can't control Kanye
Well, when
either.
I heard the thing about Trump doing that, I was actually interested when the lobbyist. I heard that he was anti-lobbyist.
He is anti-lobbyist.
So he can't get bought by anybody. That's a good thing.
No. But
Right?
they can buy his family members, and then his family members he listens to because they're his family members.
Oh, is that why all of them are on the board?
That's what he was talking about. Well, yeah, I mean, it's this. Either way, politicians get influenced. It's going to happen. People are influenced. Everybody. Nobody's free of influence.
So why don't we just burn the government down, right? And then just let all the CEOs with all the people with money just do what they want.
That's what they do now.
Yeah, but they...
You want to make it more straightforward. You want to cut out the middleman?
I just want to stop having all the lies and just be like, all right, you guys can make this money. We can sell drugs. We can do drugs. We can do this, and we can walk around naked without, you know.
That'd be nice.
We can piss on the side of the road. You know, I just don't understand. Why do you got to be so corrupt, but present this image of the thing but make us feel like we're the assholes when you're being the I just don't understand.
They want to keep people confused and stupid. It's better for them.
Yeah.
Confused, stupid, and
Well,
buying
it just
their
sucks. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, so.
It's depressing.
Yep, it's depressing.
But you know
I say we close it on that. A nice depressing note for a change, you know?
Yeah, we usually end it on a fucking high note.
Yeah, let's end it on a sad note.
Well,
thanks for listening.
we hopefully will see you on the other side. Hopefully we'll see you next week, unless we're both in camps.
We might be in camps.
But if you do want to support us in the camps, where we might need money for the
dude.
for the what's the store in the
gift
prison?
shop?
Not the gift shop. They have a gift shop at the camp. If you
know what's
want, you
fucked
can help buy our merch.
You know what's fucked
a
up?
koozie.
You know what the word gift means in German? Poison. Straight up.
Seriously?
Oh yeah. Yep. Gift means poison in German.
That's fucked up.
Yep.
Well, you could buy this poison
Poison-free koozie.
poison-free cup.
mug. Don't lick that. That's probably got some poison.
Also, anybody who has bought a mug when I wrote something on it with a permanent marker, I apologize. Apparently, the shit just wipes right off, so that's my bad. I'm gonna get some new markers if I can draw a work of art on something.
Thanks for checking out the podcast. Peace. That was sweet, dude. It was like one of those covers. You can still hear it.
You always end it so fast. Well, I can't say nothing like subscribe. You always just want to get out. You never want to say
You
hi.
always want to have a 10-minute outro.
Have you ever watched any other podcast?
Yeah.
What do they say?
Bye.
No, they actually plug their shit so people follow. You wonder why we're getting
follow us.
one a month?
Follow
because
us.
no one knows to subscribe or shit because you just go buy.
Okay, well, follow us, dude. Follow us, bro.
No one can follow you because your fucking name's Beard Von Marcus everywhere.
Follow me.
When people hear Marcus Olin, they're like, I wish I could find the kid. Then they can't.
Yeah. It's okay. Come follow us.
Follow us. Subscribe to the YouTube.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram.
Or just be in the government and you'll find us.
Yeah, you can find my name on a piece of paper at New Way Bar, Paradise Ultra Lounge,
Yeah.
Parts and Labor.
Yep. I mean, I already told them everywhere I went last week, so why do I need to tell them again? I'm like, government.
They need to know.
Government, just listen to my podcast.
Yeah.
Why do I need to fill out my address and name? Just listen to my podcast.
You listen to
it's such bullshit, government. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
if you this isn't on me. This is on you. If
Yeah.
you listen to my podcast, you would know where I am. But that's on you, government. You don't really. I don't think the government really cares about COVID. If they did, they listen to the podcast.
And we appreciate it. And also, government, please buy all of our merch so we can fucking, because we need money because you
Yeah.
took my unemployment away.
Give
so
us
buy
a
me a mug
stimulus.
because I have no more fucking income.
Give us a stimulus so you and then buy our mugs.
Start a petition. Everybody comment on this episode. Please give a stimulus check. Stimulus check. Or until we get the stimulus, buy all the merch that we have, which is fucking mugs and koozies.
See ya.
Bye.
Well, it's open mics with Marcus and Justin. Keep on thrusting until you're busting. They're two best friends who go to open mics. They both have some pretty terrible nights, but they also have a lot of fun, even though one of them is better than one. You all know which one I'm talking about, but neither of them do, so shut your fucking mouth.